Hello and welcome everyone to Wednesday Night Fights episode 10. This is the SoulCalibur 6 bracket. I am Bigpapachunk. Hello everyone. And with me tonight to start us off, help me out, is Nimo and BeanieThuggish, the wonderful duo as always. How you two doing?
Big chillin'.
Big chillin' indeed. I'm having a good time. I just ate some food. And now I'm playing some Calibur. It's been a while since I played tournament, so we out here.
We out here. Hell yeah. This Matcherino is out here as always too. If you haven't yet, !Matcherino into my Twitch chat. We'll bring up the link to this page where you can sign in or create your account for free, attaching it to like one of various video game and or social media sites. Super easy to do. And by doing that, you have the option to click the claim code button, which adds a free 25 cents to the pot for absolutely no cost to you. We have 50 of those codes, 46 still remaining, which means 4 have been used. If you haven't done so already, please click the Matcherino link, sign in or create account, click that claim code button, and please let's use those codes. All of this money from this Matcherino goes straight to our top 3 players for tonight. So please help support these players and, as always, make them play more sweaty because they like money.
They like money, and we have a fan of chicken tenders / chicken nuggets in the bracket tonight. So
the biggest.
The biggest fans.
Biggest fan
chicken.
of the tendies. Tendy fan 28, I don't know where I'm going with this.
Tendy fan 69, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. But yeah, so if you haven't, also please, if you can, !Donate brings up the link to my PayPal, where you can donate a couple funds to me. I don't need much, but we run this entire bracket tonight using AWS servers and using Parsec to connect to them. Those AWS servers cost me a bit of money. It's usually like a little bit under $20 a week. But running these three weeks in a row plus the other costs, like I'm paying a little over $100 a month for these servers. So if you could throw me like $1, $5 or something like that for a couple of people to keep this going, I would very much appreciate it. Once these funds start to run out, I can only keep this going for so long on my own before I'd have to stop. And then if I want to keep running this, we have to do that on netcode, and you'll probably never see me again if we do that. So if you can, I very much appreciate a couple donations to my PayPal, just so we can keep those going. And I keep the record of all those funds that I spend on them right in the link on the Google Doc, so you can see that as well. All right, but otherwise, we got a pretty freaking stacked bracket tonight, don't we, boys?
Yeah, this bracket's looking hella sick. I really like how large it is and the amount of good players mixed in.
I entered the wrong week. No, I'm playing. It's good to get challenged and all that stuff, you know.
Yeah, there's never a bad week to be sweaty unless you're a Call of Duty player complaining about skill-based matchmaking, you know.
Yeah. And you can't count anyone out, indeed. Like, some players that might be deemed like not as good as like a top player, they still show up. You know, we had a crazy upset amount of upsets that one week.
Yeah, Sweaty Spaghetti made top 5, and everyone was like, whoa, Sweaty. Yeah.
And Dillamon also making really far into the bracket. All that stuff. Yeah, just can't count anyone out.
At this point in the game, I feel like the game's been alive long enough, and we've all like practiced together long enough, for those who still like play avidly, that everyone's a killer. Like, you can't really turn your back on anybody and say, yeah, I can just shrug that guy off. He's not gonna beat me. Everybody can beat everybody right now.
Right. And you know, even you know, we're all here to have a good time. Like, yeah, it's fun to be sweaty for some chicken tendies money, but like, we're here because the community, and we're all here to have a grand old time, you know. And I'm here to get a stream match and meme the shit out of everyone. So, you know the drill.
Oh yeah, I think we know where your headspace is at when it comes to start of the round. I won't give away your secret strat, though it's not much of a secret.
Yeah, I'm gonna CE round start, and then GI because it's
Where'd you get that barometer from? Hey, man.
Oh, yeah.
First hit bonus?
Oh, I found it. I found it. I found it on the ground.
Yeah, it was on the floor.
Yeah, someone just left a whole bar of gold on the floor. I just borrowed it real quick.
Yeah, fucking threw it out of my. Yeah, I paid Okubo a little bit of extra cash, you know, and his farewell cash, and he was like, "Yeah, you got meter every time." I'm like, "All right, cool."
I'm so glad this game doesn't have first hit bonus. There's so many like crazy things that people have asked for in this game
Really?
And, yeah, I remember there was like a whole Twitter thread about people talking about how hard it is to gain meter in the first couple of rounds with a lot of characters. And they were like, why don't they just do first hit bonus? And I'm like, you mean like you want like half a bar like in Mortal Kombat just for like getting the first hit?
Gosh,
like you're literally gonna run up and then just like 1 aim.
Imagine half a bar for a 2A. You just smack him with 2A, a counter hit, and boom, you have half a bar.
Oh no. And then people were saying to remove the mini game on reversal edge, but still keep the follow-ups. So if you land a successful reversal edge, you just get whichever option you press. So like Astaroth would always just get to ring you out. These are the dumbest fucking changes I've ever heard. I'm so glad you guys do not balance fighting games.
Yeah,
bro, you thought the EU patch was bad?
Oh my!
You thought the EU patch was bad?
Yeah, while you're at it, you can make Helix back turn K+2.
Alright, so we got Action Sack and SlyTiger up first.
Alright, so Sophie Talon, one wants to be in your face and one wants to play a lot of neutral. We already see the run up 6K. 6A, I mean.
Yeah, I like the way that Sophie gets to play this matchup. It's going to be like a whole lot of... If Sophie like guesses right on most of the interactions, it's going to be a huge amount of damage per interaction. But unfortunately, it looks like SlyTiger, he's got the practice already, so...
Oh man, he's asking for murder. He got a strive bracket to play. He's trying to end it as soon as possible, my guy.
He's like, I just want to play Mei. I'm not here for this. I want to play Mei.
Yeah, that's what literally he's trying to go down right now.
Ooh, very good sidestep. Getting that toss B afterwards.
I love the kind of patience at range 0 that you get, that Sly is doing, so he doesn't get counter hit by the 1Ks that Action Sack is doing.
Yeah, I think that 1K is a pretty big determining factor in this matchup. I really like 1K and things like stab and 4A plus B. They make this, they make her have to slow down, right? Because if you're wrong in a lot of these situations, you just take huge damage or get like knocked down. Super nice. I think all 3 of those moves knocked down.
Right. Oh my gosh, and the counter hit from that Wind Charmer. We dancing.
Tech crouch long enough, so now he's up 2 rounds. He went for a stab there, which was really smart because that's supposed to tech crouch it, but the tech crouch didn't last long enough to get under that the second hit of that 6/6 AA string.
Right. We're gonna see if we see more wind cannons, and maybe Sly is just trying to feel in himself today, just really trying to end his match as soon as possible. We are gonna see a fat punch. No.
Ooh, thought the 3rd hit was coming out, so he delayed his button, but instead he just canceled it completely. I like the awareness on that, but he didn't get anything off of it. The only thing that I think we're gonna see is hopefully a soul charge out of the Sophitia. Action Sack is holding onto this meter like his life depends on it right now.
Right, and well, look at that patience right
opposite.
Oh, he didn't even
for so long.
He didn't even match. He was like, I'm gonna be patient and eat this flamey move. Like, we really out here just trying to play patiently for some reason. Alright, cool. A little bit of... Oh, okay.
That's -12, but no punish. Still closes it out. Good stuff from SlyTiger. I'm a little surprised to see him reserve and hold on to that meter for so long.
Right, and the 6K, obviously a very good move. It's just good to throw out. On hit, you're actually not allowed to step because Talon is actually +8 in that situation, so a BB will always catch.
Oh, good read. Not going to get very much of a combo, but it is something.
Oh, wow, the amazing box step from Action Sack, even at +8, yeah.
Oh, God. Speaking of awesome things, let's see this awesome column wall damage.
That was about 70. That's pretty good. Oh, and he's dead.
Yo, my favorite little grappler gremlin. You guys know what it is.
Bitch got noodle legs.
There is so much patience in this range 0. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah, and the moment he tries to... Oh, now he's... Wow!
Wow, that was so... Wow. All right. So that's the thing that if I'm screaming at my monitor playing in ranked, I'm going to call this guy a cornball for that. But in tournament, that's fucking genius.
Like, even... Okay, so the thing is, like, the philosophy of unblockables is how you approach it, right? It's like, even though there is the normal hit that could counter hit mashing, it's just like... The unblockable is out for so long, it's just how well you're able to kind of process that visual noise. And Sly is actually just getting conditioned by that, and it's a little bit rough.
I think like the fact that he's being too patient in the range 0 and just kind of holding the unblockable is making it a lot harder for him to like know when to challenge out. And which way to step, because that actually is steppable. It's not a full horizontal.
Right, if you do have time.
That is the noise I make when something is spaghetti.
Oh, 3K right there. Stubby 3K.
I like the mix between 3K and 6K he's going for.
Right. Well, I'm trying to catch the step. Oh
There's
my gosh, again.
Just swinging on him with these.
Okay, a little bit trying to go for a little conditioning right there. Going for the block punish, it seems.
Yeah, that's one of the bigger punishes in the game on that string. Does not finish the string, instead tries to go for a mix here. Really wanting to finish it out. Not happy about eating those unblockables. I wouldn't be either.
Oh, that's huge. That's only gets 1K. Doesn't matter. We are gonna go for the Hya. +4 situation right there. Another. Oh, that's so smart. He's just playing the conditioning game.
You love to see it. You really do. Because most of the time you're like, oh, those things are slow as hell. I'm never gonna get hit by those. Meanwhile, hold my fucking beer.
Oh my goodness. All right, we guessing wrong. Just...
That's a lot of damage, and then goes for the throw here, grappler style. That is a oh, nice, good break.
All right, pretty much his tournament life depends on it. He's gonna go even more situations right here. Going for the quick strike. That is safe. Going for the wall combo? No, that does not get a wall combo.
It's supposed to get the wall combo, but he stepped there. Oh, that's that.
Yeah, bye bye.
He might have deserved that for all of those. Just a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little rough right there, you know. But valiant effort. That was a very exciting match. You really go hard, you know, when you do unblockables. And yeah. But
I think it's especially so with horizontal unblockables like that one, right? Where it's like you really can't step. You have to like really commit to your option. Yeah.
Yeah, we even see like the wall rising A try to come out. It's just you just gotta recognize and just AA or BB as like as soon as you see it.
Yeah,
All right,
the
teams
left,
I'm up.
you have to react. Oh, here we go. John Nitty versus Nimo.
All
And it
right.
looks like that's gonna be on stream. Somebody make sure this man can commentate his own match. I just hit my mic. I apologize.
Let's see what's going on right now. We're West Coast Parsec, West Coast 1. You see me?
I'm not in there, so no, I can't.
All right, I'm taking player 1.
Player 1, the concept of stealing player 1 is so powerful, right? Until you realize that some people had older brothers and they're like, yeah, I'm used to P2 set. What are you talking about?
Indeed. All right, we got P1 going on. We're gonna do our buttons as soon as John Nitty
Or
comes
unless
in.
you're playing a Sophitia player who plays on pad.
Yeah.
I believe there's also a few like Caliber players who prefer 2P side. Yeah, so like the Sophitia players who play on pad, and then also shout outs to Deoden13. She also plays on P2 side.
Oh, the inspiration for Deoden's boyfriend 13?
Yes, exactly.
Wait.
That's why he's on P1 side, you know?
Wait. All right. I haven't played Nitty in a while, so I'm a little worried. But you already hear the shaking in my voice.
Yeah. Also, shouts out to Blacker Kong for 20 to the Matcherino, as well as Rotary Lover for $5. Big thank you. 37 codes still remaining. We're already at 28.25 of the Matcherino. Let's go, chat. Thank you. Keep going.
Yeah, guys, just get it to 69.69. We're not asking for too much, you know.
3AB doesn't tech crouch, right? Or 3AK?
I mean, you know it doesn't, but why are you asking for your homework? You're asking the answers to the homework right as it's about to be turned in.
Bro, nothing changes.
Offline, online, same shit.
Hey man, I know the assignment was due like 5 minutes ago and the teacher's picking it up, but what was the answer to question number 4?
That's actually what I did in high school. That's actually legit what I did in high school. I'm like,
Yeah,
dude, hey, can I?
I've seen that so many times.
Shout out to the kid who did people's work for money, like I did. They wanted to graduate, and I wanted money. It was a fair trade.
This guy's wilding.
It was a fair trade.
It is a fair trade. But yeah, no, like even offline stuff, I'll just be like walk in, I'm like, oh man, I'm about to play like Orochi or somebody. It's like, so what can I do against Aswell real quick as I'm sitting down?
Look him straight in the face, like, hey, what's the frames on this? And he just looks at you back and is just die.
Yeah, my favorite thing is when people ask me things like that in bracket. They're like, hey, is that move on 7? I don't know, it looks like it. Yo, is that plus? I think so.
I'll do something plus, and then I'll tell him, yo, that's minus 12, man.
And you said I'm wilding. Ooh, Nitty's gotta wait 5 minutes. He might be taking Might be taking a shit. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay, let's swap out then. So Nemo, you won't be on stream. And
yeah, put that Mizurugi away, that crusty Mizurugi.
All right.
Okay. And we're gonna get Master CJ and Infectious instead.
Infectious's energy is infectious. I cannot wait to see this man just go full high octane as always.
Which ones are still open? 2, 3, 4. Okay.
I was like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Iced.
The familiar. What was it? A familiar feeling of getting iced. I've been iced in Melee. I've been iced in Sam Show. I've been iced in every single game.
Big fan of playing Diddy Kong in Smash 4 because he's such a hard character to ice. Like you can ice the player, but hope it's plus on block banana. So
yeah.
Okay, but I'll get you going once this match is over. But you might have to. You'll probably be off stream. Maybe we'll see.
I am looking forward.
All right,
We'll see. We'll see.
now this is gonna be sick. I really like the way that these two characters fight against each other in the mid range.
CJ as well. Let's go.
All right. So apparently, I didn't know his main was Aswell. I thought he played Amy this whole time because I saw Amy at
His main is indeed Amy, yes, but he has been working on his as well.
Okay.
Reverse J-Sabs.
Ooh.
Reverse J-Sabs.
Exactly. That's exactly it. Reverse J-Step. That's a wonderful way to put it. I would have never thought of that. Oh my gosh. Just like I would have never thought of seeing that sidestep there. Good stuff from CJ pushing Infectious to the wall already. Infectious taking his frames by walking off of the wall. You gotta love it. These players are so good at positional awareness for the most part that they don't immediately swing. They'd rather be in the position they want before they start their offense.
Right.
Oh, what the fuck? Y'all make it so hard to analyze things.
Hey, yo, what, son?
Oh,
we going?
Oh no. That was a big dick read. I cannot believe he went for that. He just assumed, this is gonna be a sword toss, sure.
Assert dominance at will. If I guess wrong, I'm still -2, +2. Holy shit!
You gotta love all the Beyblade style moves. They're just like the let me get in there style.
Every
moves.
character has a Beyblade in this game.
Unfortunately, Zos doesn't have a Beyblade. His is one-sided and -14.
Oh yeah, never mind.
Ooh,
-16.
I would have never guessed. It's gonna be a lot of damage. Goes to the
Oh wow, great!
there.
Oh my gosh, that could be it.
Yeah, he's got guts, baby.
Ding 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 ding. Okay, we got the little boom right there.
I love this. Just the amount of RU we're seeing out of Infectious is pretty good, especially in this first game, right? Like it's showing like maybe where he likes to press or wants his opponent to think he likes to press,
Right, we see the soul charge back, doesn't want to deal with the almighty mix-up right there, and decides, you know what, I want to...
What the fuck went in that wall? It's fine.
Oh! Okay, really try to go for catching the tech.
That could have been a way bigger punish there. It was very unfortunate to see him go for something that was gonna get stuffed.
Right.
He's so plus there that you actually can't even use an auto GI that beats horizontal. I mean, that beats vertical. That is a vertical. So you can step it, you can use auto GIs on it if it's on block, but on hit, Ivy's CE does not start until Ice. So he's super.
Wow.
Yeah, it becomes a true frame trap.
All right, a little bit of some.
That was nasty.
Yeah. Yeah, Infectious is definitely one of the more aggressive Ivies out there.
Yeah, seeing him play in this range 0 and like range 1 and 2 instead of playing like full screen is really awesome. Oh no!
Oh, what a dunk,
Not from CJ!
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, he's dead. I like how we were all scared for CJ there, but he was just like, no, I got it. It's under control. This guy's composure is insane. After seeing the last match and watching someone get hit by unblockable like 4 times, CJ was like, no, I'm not the one.
Yeah, that was the high too. There's a mid, and there's a high one. So you just gotta know or just mash.
Ooh, speaking of mashing, not mashing on that break for the CS, unfortunately getting strung up there. Oh my goodness.
It's gonna be huge damage coming from Infectious right now. Doesn't get the whole combo.
I believe that's actually 4B. Or 450. That wasn't 2A. That was the
2A, right?
The vertical. No, that was the vertical one. I mean the vertical loop. Yeah. Oh no!
Oh, okay,
Oh, again, CJ is always prepared for these at least, not seeing anything too crazy.
All right, minus 12.
Minus 12?
Yep. I do like the
God there. The reason why he would probably use something like that is seeing that it looks like whenever you watch Infected, it looks like in this range too, he really likes, you know, jumping around, stepping a lot. So just kind of checking him with that, even though you're punishable. See, just like right there, maybe if he had gone for a 6-6 A+B, it would have worked. Yeah.
Right. And Aqua Izzy Corks, thank you for the rate of 3. Welcome, welcome. And there's gonna be a fat wall combo coming your way. One of the perks of Axe Low. You get a huge combo.
Oh, wall mix instead wants the big plus frames here. Does not want to have to hold them though. Getting out of that pressure.
Just runs in.
To the range 3. Oh, does not want to deal with it at all. Uses
Yeah.
that.
A+B+2. So good. What a great move.
It's pretty fat. It still seems that CJ is like pretty much riding. He's in the front seat right now. He's in the driver's seat.
Definitely in the driver's seat. This feels like CJ's game to win. Like, there's gonna have to be a whole lot of adjustment. Even though he's down in rounds, he still has 2 balls.
That has to have been an input error.
Oh, yeah,
no.
Now he has no meter. Ivy with 2. Infectious pretty much.
He does have
It's
sword, though.
Infectious. Yeah, it's Infectious.
We're not allowed to whip here.
Oh no, that's minus 16. Oh no, not far enough.
Yeah, the range is kind of hard for a lot of characters to punish. Pretty tricky.
Okay.
Going for it again. Good backstep out of it. No punish. Does run in.
Now he still has to be careful of the CS. No, that could be fat combo right here. 9A.
Ooh, uses the 9A to the
9A.
reset to close it out.
It hits grounded too.
That was lovely. What a phenomenal showing from CJ on this as well.
On your performance.
You're spitting, Florida, man. I didn't block that either. I'm not gonna front.
Yeah.
That's not what I wanted.
You didn't want to show off the Boom Night battles, Mick, right there?
Not yet. That means I also fucked up all my other, so I gotta fix it. Talk about Maturino for a second.
Oh, Maturino is at 3270, and we still have 34 codes remaining.
That's actually really good progress. We only got 2 matches and already 14 codes.
Yeah, make sure you guys use those codes, ! Maturino in the chat to give these players that free chicken nugget money. 25 cents in the pot, or you can use your own money by donating directly. You can also donate directly to the Parsec fund so that we do not have to go back to netcode and watch Nimo here, 2A+B people, by doing ! Donate in the chat, and that will bring up the PayPal for Bigpapachunk's fund for the Parsec servers.
Indeed. Although I'm known for my sick BTK, 2A+B is a very good move. So
yeah, 2A+B was his PSN special. I can tell you from back in the day.
That's how I got to. That's how I got pretty far up the the ranking system.
All right.
Just 2A+B, everyone.
Okay, cool. Okay, now I have the page set up. So if I go to this one, there we go. So just to inform of this, I guess happening this 13th is the 13th Sunday. It's happening this Sunday, March 13th. Boom himself is hosting a small, I guess, get-together for fun bracket in memorial for the one and only Mick. As it would be his birthday on March 13th. And so in remembrance of him as he passed away at least half a year ago. I mean, it's been a little while.
Yeah.
But I mean, less than a year. Yeah, and I believe, I don't know, really, I don't have any, like, information, like I literally just sort of found out about this, but I just want to sort of spread the word on it. So if you're interested in playing and joining, I believe this is all on online through netcode. But yeah. It was a year on Valentine's Day. Okay, wow, jeez, so anyway, but yeah, this will be a really cool thing, nice fun to watch, really good, really cool, again, tournament and good remembrance of a really, really important person to this video game. So, if you're able to attend and play, great. If you're able to watch, also great. If you're not, it happens, but yeah, just want to make sure everyone's sort of aware of that.
Indeed, indeed.
Okay, I'm gonna back out that one. And we're gonna get going with our current bracket. So that was
Diving in.
to that. So I gotta fade. Okay. Xander 2-0 over Abyss. And Machine Gun over Action Sack to keep going through loser side. Alright, so I think I'm still waiting. Okay, so that's the only one waiting. Alright, cool. So we're gonna throw, let's see, we've already seen that. Let's get Jimbo and Thermidor. I like that.
Wait, I haven't played my match yet.
I know you're about to go.
Oh, I'm about to go? All right.
Yeah, I have to throw them on stream first. Okay, so got that one, and then yeah, that server's open on that one. Okay, I'm gonna send you over to that one.
All right, this is gonna be a good match.
Well, if I can't go, I guess I should go into like a general chat then. All right.
Yeah, you can go hang out somewhere else for a little bit.
Yeah. All right, I'll be back. Where's my drum?
Welcome to the stage of
Sometimes I forget that's still a meme with the VTubers.
Wait, what's the meme with VTubers? I actually don't watch a lot of VTubers. I won't lie.
For some reason, Terminator is.
Is it a meme with
why.
VTubers?
I forget
wow.
exactly why. It was it's an ancient meme, but it still checks out.
Yeah, as soon as I found out that Rusha had a boyfriend, I stopped watching VTubers. You know, it really just like
Broke me down to my core, you know. Not like, you know, I'm married or anything, but you know, she has a boyfriend. That's totally unfair, you know.
That's fair. Anyway, all right. Jimbo and Thermidor. You talk.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be one of those fun matchups because I think that Horamaru has a lot of good ways to break armor here. Oh, and a lot of good auto GIs and parries to kind of, you know, slow Nightmare down and put the pace in his favor. Jimbonator is a very good player at making his opponent make mistakes and capitalizing on them. But Thermidor, whenever a mistake is made, he's kind of the opposite, right? Whenever a mistake is made, he gets the most off of it. So they're like the yin and yang to each other for the most part. Whenever you think about the way they play, see, just like that, making them try to challenge out with something they're sidestepping and then immediately counterclicking out to get that first round. This is a lot of meter on the side of Thermidor, but I don't see him using it just yet. Trying to play that range 2 game backing away, and Jimbonator's chasing him down, not letting him run away.
Okay, and watch the game now.
Well, right now, we're watching Jimbonator turn this around. That was such a big life lead. And now it's down to nothingness. And a slight miss space caused a round win for Thermidor on the board.
Bro, what were those Tekken inputs from Hamaru?
Yo, that's sick.
4-1, 4-2. Alright, just small little pokes. There's a soldier to keep the pressure going. Thermidor escapes from the wall, though, and does some damage back.
Oh, that's going to be not a big punish. Unfortunately, just taking the 3K there.
Yo, Chicago?
Was that a Chicago Bulls joke?
No.
Trying to dunk?
Chicago punish.
Oh. Damn. Why we, yo, we're out here hurting the Midwest.
Oh, sidestep with a DP gets the lethal hit.
That was not a okay. That wasn't Chicago.
That was lasagna. That was a full baked lasagna.
Spaghetti's falling out of the pocket right now.
Spaghetti flattened out into the lasagna.
Oh God! Eat your community patch, please.
I have not patched it on these servers. As much as you might want me to.
That would be the only change I embrace, right? I think that thing is so fucked up. Like using that on Oki and forcing your opponent to just have to hold it.
Yes.
Oh God! Oh no! That was so close. I think he was trying to time it so that the soul charge would actually lose to it, but he was slightly mistimed.
Thankfully, the invincible
that would have been the
out.
sickest read.
Good duck. Spends the terror charge. Oh, did you be?
Not so good, duck. This is going to be really close. Oh.
That had to be a misinput. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he definitely. It felt like he wanted the meaty throw there, but just slightly misspaced it.
Bro, yeah. There's yeah, bro. We're at an Italian restaurant. There's so much spaghetti flying around.
Battle 1. Fight.
Yo, guys, I love spaghetti. Oh my! These big brain scraps. What am I looking at?
Top level, highest level of play.
Now
Oh,
that
here we
was
go.
good, knowing that the cancel was coming out and immediately using the reverse sledge instead of holding onto it.
Okay, we're going back to season 1 strats. Goes for the
Goes
K
for the K
again.
twice.
Yeah.
We got Dexys out here. Reverse ledge God has not lost a reverse ledge yet this game.
Alright, and then just kind of poke them back. They're memeing each other. This is great.
Yeah, they're definitely like messing with each other to the point of absurdity. I'm sure they're like doing it to try to get in each other's heads and piss each other off, but it definitely just looks on our end like they're memeing. But these guys have played a lot, right? These are SoulCalibur 4, SoulCalibur 5 veterans, right? They've played many times in tournaments before. Ooh, good challenge. Plus frames. Not immediately using it, and then tries to get out of that situation by using an auto GI. Thermidor does not take the bait.
Ooh, good sidestep into the lethal hit, but
Another Chicago punch? Question mark? Can't you get like a full combo off that?
I think that's spaghetti.
Oh my god. Jimbo might actually be purposely dropping it.
Or,
I think that is.
yeah, I say, or there's some like sick reset that I'm just not aware of, and he's just dying for GIing. Gets in the wall, but no conversion.
Oh, goodness gracious. And gets the full charge on that? Hold it.
Bruh.
I don't think he's dead though, bro.
No, not quite.
All right. I'm so glad I'm not James Chin.
Shouts out to
Shouts out to James Chin.
our favorite. Who almost confirmed that in the DP, but not quite.
Yo, is it messed up that when I saw him announcing a game at the Evo lineup, I almost thought it was SoulCalibur? I was like, yo, let's go, James Chin here to announce. Oh, Street Fighter.
Oh, man. Spot, 2-2A.
Ooh, the spacing from Jimbo getting away from that 2-2A.
Yeah. I'm also got a lot of good range to whip punish even Nightmare.
Yeah, I think that's why Jimbo stuck with this character. He's like a 3-character man. He's got a lot of characters, but this one specifically is definitely one of the ones that's going to do a lot better versus Nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh, what a read! Going under that AGA.
Oh my god. And then he gets hit by the AGA.
Caliber giveth and Caliber taketh. You know, sometimes that happens. It's a pretty scary situation for Jimbo. It looks like he's forced the soul charge here, but outside of the bubble.
Ooh, good with the RI. Lethal hit. Goes to the backdoor setup.
So much damage here. Yeah, you do get a little mini combo off of that with the lethal hit, and especially at the wall, there's no pushback. And that is going to be the game, not even playing with them at all. Good stuff from Jimbo Nader, taking that 2-0.
Yeah, the 6-6 kill not coming through with that first one, and Jimbo got the good sidestep into punish for kill. That was really funny to watch.
As long as there are fierce warriors.
Imagine getting spat on with Sake and then, you know, losing. That's the disrespect right there.
I mean, he's playing the bad guy character.
I guess you're right. Yeah, if you're playing the bad guy character, you got to hold that. Nightmare is a villain of the tier list and a villain of the game. Insane. Great character, but it looks like Jimbo Nader takes that, closes it out. 2-0 with the Hamaru. I like the range that he played at for most of the game, and how he kind of just like tried to sway in and out of where he wanted to make Thermidor press it.
Yeah, his movement space. Well, between like the memes and then going back to like just phenomenal movement spacing and really good whiff punish, it was just it was really cool play to watch. Like just as a whole. As I'm sorry, still trying to get this bracket moving. All right. Hold on, where am I gonna? Hold on, I gotta figure out where I'm gonna send them. Okay, 3 is open. I can go send them there. Okay, they go play on 3. The fish is back.
So, I think it was Rubber Beef Man was like, if you lose, you have to play either me or Florida Man. And I said, fuck that, I'm winning. So I won 2-0.
But that means now you have to play Incendia. I don't know how much better that is for you. I won't lie to you.
Ramon did want me to play him, so it'll be a good learning experience. I don't think I'll get away with all the shit I did. I think I rung him out like 3 times. A few times with 2A plus B.
So you have to report your
Oh my
match.
gosh! I'm so glad we didn't have to watch that.
Also, I opened with 2A+B and got the counter hit. So
Yeah, we talked about that. We literally talked about how you were like, I should start the round with a low, and I was like, yeah, you should use like 1B, 1A, 4A. Those are pretty good lows. 2-2B, 2-2 K slide B, and you're like, I want a 2A+B. I was like, all right, you know, do you then?
I talk so much trash too. It's like I have to vent out.
You don't have to.
All right.
All right. Well, good job.
Be like
Glad
video
for you.
games are therapy, and then yell at their monitor for 4 hours.
I did catch out 3AB hole. That was like something I was proud about. Like I was like, I'm at the edge. I should probably like look out for that. And I was like, okay. Otherwise, I cheese the fuck out of him. I have no shame.
A fish with cheese.
That is an interesting combination of food. I'm not a fan.
Like a hipster sushi place.
No, it's like a McDonald's fish fillet. They put cheese on it.
I actually kind of like it. Like it's like guilty pleasure.
Wait, you're a fish. You can't eat fish. What are you talking about?
Wait, you know?
Wait a minute.
Wait, fish in the ocean eat other fish.
Oh, okay.
But fish are friends, not food.
Yo,
Hey, Beanie, I hate.
filet fish are just fish of convicts, you know.
I hate
like,
to break it
that's
to
what-
you. I hate to break it to you, but Finding Nemo's not real.
Excuse me?
What do you mean Finding Nemo? I'm right here.
Sorry, the owner of a lost fish. Can you come please pick them up? They're crying and won't stop talking about Sasuke.
That was pretty good.
All right, cool. So up next, I'm gonna try and pull where were they at? Yoshi 6 and Twice a Day.
All right, Keelik versus Yoshimitsu. I'm assuming we're
Oh.
going to see here, and that is definitely something I'm looking forward to. Two characters I secondary, I play a little bit, and I really like the way that matchup works for Keelik, right? I don't think he inherently wins it, but I think that like the ranges that he gets to play at versus Yoshimitsu feel very threatening for that character to try to make for that character to make a mistake.
It's my favorite matchup. Nightmare Keelik is actually my favorite matchup.
Oh, it's Yoshi Keelik. Wait, do you think Yoshi 6 is gonna go Nightmare 6 today?
Oh, I thought we were talking about Abyss Commando. I'm stupid. Anyways, welcome back twice. I missed you. I'm like still feeling it.
Would you say that you're Shulk? That you're
Yeah.
really feeling it?
Yeah, I'm really. Some old lore. Our school had like prom and stuff. So for my senior prom, my asking out poster was my face on Shulk's body, and it's like I'm really feeling it.
That's sick lore. My lore for prom is not nearly as sick. It was 3 girls asked me to prom. I thought they were doing a take the biggest loser to prom joke, like from the movies. So I told them all no, and then they showed up without dates.
That's my lore.
I think that's cooler because that's the Sigma mindset we all go for, right?
I literally was like, you're not getting me. I'm not getting got. And then they showed up without dates, and I was like, dude, I didn't get got. I could have told one of them yes, I guess. I don't know.
Were they gonna like be like sorry can't make it or some shit and then like show it?
Now that would have been good.
Yeah.
I say yes to one of them. Oh, sorry, can't go.
Yeah.
It's fine. I played Yu-Gi-Oh at prom. It was sick. And then I threw a deck on the dance floor. I won't say that I was under the influence of any drugs and or alcohol, but I threw an entire Gladiator Beast deck while I was dancing.
Oh, let's go.
I guess that part of the lore is sick.
Mhm.
Twice, Yoshi, where you at? The people want entertainment.
Yeah, you guys don't want to hear any more of our stories.
Actually, I don't even remember my prom.
That's good. I only went because my mom forced me to. She was like, I need pictures, you're going. And I was like, you're paying for the tickets.
I went.
And my suit rental.
I think I went to two. Oh yeah, because I went to one early as a junior because one of my friends was a senior and she asked me to go.
Ooh,
And then-
Big Papa. Big
Yeah, Big Papa. BPP.
Big Papa Pimp?
Big PP?
And then the second
Wait
one,
a minute.
the second one, I remember. I think the girl that I went with, I think she broke up with me like a week later.
Check.
F.
F and Tech W.
It was okay.
It's fine. You got to go to prom as a junior. That's pretty sick. With a senior girl? Yo,
Hey, Ukaz with the backup. Yeah, okay, you
fuck,
had
it's
hell
right.
all over him.
Forgot.
Damn.
Ooh was there. I can't hide that.
Oh man. Anyway, shoutouts to Ooh, the homie, NorCal homie.
It is going to be Keelik versus Yoshimitsu. Good.
Okay, I wasn't sure if we were gonna
Wait, blue Keelik. I don't remember this.
twice a day. I think twice a day. I thought twice a day used like 4.
No, I use 4.
Oh.
Damn, I get all you Keelik players confused. I'm sorry. It's like a hive mind. You guys like share one brain, and you guys like split a brain cell per person. So I don't really know how it works.
Alright, so this matchup is really fun because anytime Yoshi doesn't do Metk into Dragonfly, Keelik gets a free conversion. But the way Twice plays Keelik is complete opposite of me and likes to play very defensive, very methodical, very game plan, like, I'm gonna do this because of this kind of thing. It could work out for him a lot better. Wake Up GI was quite interesting though.
Ooh, good punish on that. I really liked that interaction there. Twice a day is still
Good
somehow
punish.
forcing the initiative and being aggressive with this little life. I love to see it.
Oh, and tries to go for the that. I believe that was a really late 2A. That's what that looked like.
The 9A? Yo, give him one right back.
Good step for stage positioning. However, Yoshi 6 is kind of controlling the pace of the game right now. Back to that's what I like to see.
You know what? You
No
gotta go
careful
for
block.
it. You gotta go for it at least once.
I like that 2-2B. That's something I would do. Oh, the soul. Okay, so he could either go for, yep, trying to catch a step right there. Only -2 in that situation.
Oh, that back! Oh, good stuff from Twice a Day. Using those staggers, free awareness on that, knowing that a button needed to be pressed from Yoshi 6, right? Like you're on a clock when you are fighting against Keelik in Soul Charge, right?
Right, and that
He's on a clock for
4B
story.
series, 4B series in Soul Charge, the frames for it on block is 0.
It's like -4, right? Yeah,
-2, then -6. So like the Rekka pressure is so good on that, and it tech steps and tech ducks. So it went under his AA and allowing him to get that round, which is crazy. Like,
He needs it. Smile.
yeah, that's a seller special. If you complain about something, you just tell him he needs it.
Ooh,
Hellsing
the
going
double
away.
hell save? Is he gonna do it a third time?
Oh,
No, goes
did
to the
not
BBB,
commit.
takes a lot of damage here. Trying
Oh,
to step away from the ring edge.
Bing, 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 +8. Grab. Oh!
I love the back
bring
throw
out.
there. Back throw is so good there because it's the 50-50 where you never want to break front, and it led to a ring out in that situation, making it even more powerful. Twice a day,
Yeah.
on fire.
Even though if he didn't break front, or like if the front one happened, he still got reverse.
Yeah,
ring
he
out.
was wrung out.
Yeah,
he was dead regardless.
Yeah,
it was an actual true man.
All right, he gets his +8. He's gonna use it for the blast instead. However, it's looking real. Oh wow, the pressure! He just didn't challenge the 3B hold.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh great,
Uh-oh,
GI.
that
It's
is-
only -1. It's only level 1 though. Oh, that's it. That's it.
That's
That's
for a
it.
little too
No,
long. He is alive. One mix-up situation. Yoshi 6 on the last breath of life here.
Oh, what is he doing?
Coming in, and Grappler throws that game. Boom.
No. One
What?
breaks up.
Bro, we both are not.
I love being wrong.
You said you love being right. I honestly love being wrong because it makes the match significantly more interesting.
You're right. Oh, what that max range 1B? That's what I like to see.
I think 1B is really good against Yoshimitsu because it pushes him to a range where like he has to force the initiative and chase you.
Right. Another 4A. Oh wow, great wall rising B catching that jump.
Oh
And he
no, oh
messed
no.
up. No, he's gonna go
Going
for
for a
the
potential wall carry or ring out carry situation, just going for the meter.
Yeah, right now. Oh, okay, that's.
Oh,
okay.
that's a lot of
3 Oki. He has to. If he gets up with the grab, no, gets him off. Doesn't roll.
I love that he backed away before going for the.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, twice a abyss
Twice
out
a
here.
day.
Twice a abyss.
That was the sickest run-up 4-4B I've ever seen. You know how hard that is? To completely mask your 4-4B in a running forward? That is 6-6-3-4B.
6-6. Yep, that's rough.
This is what
That
happens,
is...
This is what happens when you get goaded to Titanfall. This is what Titanfall does to you.
Gang.
And gang.
I'm a big fan of Titanfall, not a big fan of... what's
Apex.
that game? Apex.
Yeah, that one.
Stage of
Same.
history retold.
Same.
Six, 6. Yeah, you have to do like a half circle back really fucking fast to get that cancel. Yo, that's twice. Twice is looking nice.
There we go. I was like, someone's gonna say it. I was like,
If you don't say it, chat is gonna say it.
ooh, delayed it long enough to force Yoshi to think that the button was coming out. It was not coming out at all.
Man, this guy using 3B and 3K in neutral. This guy is next level. And B slide A in neutral. This guy is next level. This guy is ascended right now. Not ducking that.
It's actually really hard to duck that, right? That's mid, high, high, mid.
Yeah, so you wait for the first two to come out, and then you buffer duck and wall rise and B.
Wait, so the first two jail, even though the first two are mid, high?
Wait, it's mid, high, mid, right? I thought it was
it's mid, high, mid. It's mid, high, mid.
Okay, so after the first one, you duck. Okay, because usually that's what I do against in the matchup, but it's still kind of a very specific thing. So it just depends how much you want to lab against Yoshi.
Yo, shoutouts to, you guys have probably never heard of this guy, but shoutouts to Hodgepodge. He's a PSN Yoshi player who legitimately only throws 3Bs and does the 6BB staggers. And somehow, I've seen him beat people. It's lovely. It's a work of art.
Hodgepodge is great.
Shout out to Hodgepodge.
I'm a OG PSN, so like I know some of the guys.
Oh, very good stagger on that, delaying it just enough to catch him.
He committed to the duck right there. Alright, going for a little bit of a 90 damage setup right there. Wow, that jumped over the two.
Amazing.
Oh, getting meter.
The even funnier part is you can actually use Flea to duck under highs as well. So if they try to check you with like an AA, you can actually use the crouch on Flea, like Flea bag real quick. You can do one Flea bag to get under an AA, and then Flea B for the launch. Useless tech.
Oh, he didn't use the meter, and now he's gonna pay
Big
dearly
damage.
for it.
Oh, he's going for the crazy stuff.
Yeah,
Good
dead.
stuff from Yoshi. Switch has to put himself in a leading, like commanding position here and not allow Twice to use that meter because he sat on it there. So now there's a significant disadvantage to using meter at this point.
Right.
Like, using it last round and getting a free bar would have been significantly better. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Twice needs to use some meter here. Twice needs to use some meter here.
So this is still possible for a comeback right now. He's just
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to go for the step 2G, wall rising B plus K. What are we gonna see right here?
He pressed the button? What happened?
Yeah, this guy wilding.
He reacted to a button. I didn't see a counter hit, but like Yoshi was definitely moving.
Yeah, -8 situation, gonna soul charge again. He really wants to make sure this is possible in the
Oh, and catches him on the run-in with the BB. Yoshi 6. Signs of life 1-1. I'm still dumbfounded because I didn't see counter hit. But he definitely got hit and couldn't block.
Yeah, that's a mega.
What did he press? Did he try to? No, because it was
Fucking, he activated his stim pack, and so he could run faster and see things faster, and so he knew a button he was gonna press, and then see.
Kissed him back.
I would
Both
say
of us
whatever it was,
kissed
it was good.
Alright, going for a little bit more poking. Oh, did not decide to commit.
Feint. He did a feint on a button to bait something out, but it actually came back to bite him. Luckily, he still took that round and is in a commanding lead in this final game of their set. Gets the ring out here. Good stuff from Yoshi 6. Ooh, trying to fight his way off the wall here. I really like what Twice a Day did there. Just backed away completely.
By the way, that's gonna be a wall combo.
He
Smack,
needs it. Smile.
Boom. Ding 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 ding.
Oh,
No,
missed the follow-up, unfortunately.
Loving the single AA right there. 4B, a little bit of meter coming your way. Wow, the run up BB catching the duck. This is actually really calculated and clean right now from Twice a Day. Oh, what the? All right, we take those, I guess.
Ooh, and Yoshi 6 hit a little anti there, pressing a button after his Flea B, which is pretty -6 or -8 if I'm not mistaken.
I do like the B slide A in this matchup. It does have a little bit of a pushback. The AA not jailing is also kind of a funny thing on this character. It's very clean.
Tried to jump out of that situation and then gets counter hit out of the air. Good stuff.
All right, wall rising B, K1L, 1K checklist. First thing right there.
Oh no, putting himself into a situation where he's got to guess.
Yeah, he's got to guess. Nice. And if he doesn't tech, he gets a combo or force block. Yep. Ding, 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 ding. Plus 8.
Another guess.
Oh, the alright. Oh, he just waited. He just waited.
Twice a day with the patience.
He just waited.
K11K? Do we gotta say it?
Guess not.
Yeah. The 9K also doing wonder. Oh, nope, trying to... The heck is like... Alright, clean.
Well, the backspray on that Wall Rising Beast saved him there
Oh
from
my,
having to
the
deal with
run up.
anything.
What confidence right now. Bing, 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 bing. Plus 8 situation. Could have gotten for the back turn K there, but not going to because of the soul charge. Very good patience coming from twice a day. This is why he's better. This is why he's a better killer than me.
Oh, and catches him.
Oh, he doesn't get the blood punish. That's the RI coming.
Oh.
Twice. Takes
That was so nasty.
Claim victory.
Twice takes it over Yoshi 6.
Twice a day is nice today.
Yeah.
Oh, you win.
Yeah. So I'll update that. Okay, cool. And then we go over to our Matcherino. We are sitting at 43.95. Shouts out to... The name is kind of messed up on the page here. Rick Neff Metal for $10 to Matcherino. Thank you very much. Also, Blacker Kong for the 20 from earlier. Road for the 5. 43.95. 31 coupon codes remaining. If you haven't already,
Hey, don't forget about Miyoki with the 420. I see you, girl. Nice.
Oh, what?
Let's go.
Glaze it, because I like donuts. I don't smoke, but donuts are sick.
Hell yeah.
Oh, sorry, sick.
Yeah, there's free donuts in the staff lounge at work today. I definitely had one. It was tasty. Definitely didn't need it though, but we take those.
Do we ever need a donut?
Sometimes.
They're good for your soul. They might not
Yeah.
be good for your body, but they're definitely good for the soul.
You know, your souls are burning a lot when you're playing SoulCalibur, so you need some soul food, you know?
The fact that you just called donuts soul food in like a non-direct way was beautiful. That was wonderful symbolism.
Thank you. What is the most soul food ever?
Like
feel
that's
like-
actually soul food. Like you mean
I
like
feel
soul
like
food for
grits is
black
pretty
people?
up there.
Yeah, it's definitely grits. It's like grits or chitlins. You probably never even heard of chitlins.
I've heard chitlins.
Oh, you've heard of chitlins? Nice. Yeah.
I went to school in Tennessee. I've been learning.
Oh, okay. You're a Southern boy now.
For 2 years.
He's Korean.
That is also true.
and definitely not North Korean, right? So yeah, you've been Southern this whole time. It's fine.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right.
I had to do it. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's good. That was good. That was slick.
I got
That was
playing
slick.
Cindy on stream. I hope he's in the chat. All right, I will see you guys later.
All right, good luck.
I'm gonna need it.
Don't get hit.
Rubber Beef Man versus that's Florida Man, right? Toothpaste is
Yeah.
Florida.
Yes.
Why do I get
Yeah.
this wrong every time?
All right, I'm diving in.
All right, good luck.
Oh, this is a man versus man match. This is a man v man mono match right here.
Mono, it is indeed the Floridian Terror versus
the Rubber Beef Terror.
The Rubber Terror. That doesn't. I don't like the sound of that. I don't like the sound of that.
You can't call someone a rubber terror. You have to have the rubber beef. But if you add rubber beef, that doesn't sound any better either. This name is very sus all the time. Yeah, whoever loses this match has to take man out of their name. So they're either going to be Florida or rubber beef. Like,
All right, so Florida's sticking with Huang, and Rubber Beef Man sticking on Hilda. Been a good character pick for them so far.
the DLC battle. And if I'm not mistaken, these were the last 2 DLC characters, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Bro, it's been so. Wait. Yeah.
Or was
yeah,
Setsuka
yeah.
in between them? That's the only thing I don't remember. I don't remember if Setsuka was
No,
in
yeah,
between
because
them.
Hilda was announced at one of the invitations.
Season 2, right? Beginning of Season 2.
Bro, I fucking forget. It's been too long.
Hilda Wow Sets Wing. Okay, yeah, they were just both Season 2. All right. Still a DLC battle.
I know. Yeah, I know they were both season 2 and DLC, but that's about it.
Fight me.
My people are behind.
Ooh, and it looks like we got a stage priority here. You know? Like, he didn't, of course, get to pick the stage, but Huang's stage, using Huang with the music, that's powerful.
Yeah, Florida Man does that.
This song actually bops.
Pretty cool. cool sounds and instruments. All right, Florida Man. Okay, they get counter on that, but that goes in Florida Man's favor. For that charge,
Here comes the charge 5As.
Oh, I can get the
Nice name from Florida Man, getting huge damage off of that.
I wasn't even paying attention. I didn't even see they got the Spear Gullet off it too, and spends on the B+K.
Oh, trying to go for the fake combo there, but gets the hell sweep reset.
Florida knows. He's seen Zendo's tweets. Alright, just run up,
Closing it out with the double low. What was that? 4 AA into 1K? Nice.
something like that, yeah.
Good punish and getting the tech trap there.
Ooh, nice.
Florida's really good at stepping around these verticals in like the range 1 situation. I really like that. Like forcing Rubber Beef to have to use these 5As and charge 5As, the wall rising A's.
Yeah. I mean, it's really good because, I mean, those charge Vs are all really slow and they do so much damage. Versus the charge 5A, like, really good move, but depending on the range, it can be really easy to kind of bait out and whiff if you're careful.
Yeah, you can definitely make it whip with like a good backstep if you're already in the range 1 situation a lot of times. It's when she like runs at you with, oh my goodness, he tried to GI through that. I don't know if that was a mistake and was supposed to be an RI, kind of just didn't think about it, hit the wrong button, because that is definitely always a break attack.
Yeah.
Just like that, he perfectly showed it to us right there. Exactly what I was saying. If you're in that like range 1 kind of 1.5 area, a lot of times you can just backstep and completely mitigate that from the wall.
Oh, tried to... Almost got a whip punish off of that 3. He was a little bit slow. Alright, doesn't block the string. Gosh, double string is so annoying.
What is that, 1KK or 1K, right?
One of
1K,
them,
2K?
one of them starts with 3K, I thought.
Oh, no. Wow. That is obnoxious.
No, no, I'm lying. No, I'm lying.
Yeah, I thought they were both off of a low. It was low mid or low low, which is still pretty fucked up.
I have bad history with Hilda 3K.
I don't think a single player in the world is like, yeah, I love fighting against Hilda 3K / charge 5A and wall rising A, which is the entire character.
Rubber Beef not falling for those back turn tricks. Sidesteps and gets the 6B+K punish? No, 6B, I think. I actually don't remember her inputs. But yeah, Rubber Beefman's gonna take that first one. Jeez.
That was really clean. I really liked the patience that he played there. Even though it looked like in the earlier rounds, Florida Man really had his number and like knew when to press, when to try to step and things like that. But he just didn't allow that to phase him and made the adjustments to really win that first game.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome to the stage of history.
So Florida Man's gonna elect to go back to character select, possibly just to change costume and stage a little bit.
I will prevail.
From the shadows, I strike the darkness.
Okay, he's actually going
We're
back
going
to
for the non-Bloodborne outfit.
Yeah, Bloodborne is old news, all about Elden Huang. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something
Does
like
thou
that.
have any? Are you maidenless?
Not currently.
I feel that one. Thank goodness.
I haven't started Elden Ring yet. I'm still trying to finish Dark Souls, but I'll get there.
I am not a Souls gamer, unfortunately. I just know the memes.
Fight me.
That's good. No, that's what's important.
Very well.
Battle
All
1.
right.
Yo, is this Time Marches on?
You're mine.
My way.
This is Time Marches on. This is Zos theme. All right, I'm heavily invested into this match. Let's go.
All right.
That's the name of Zos theme. It's called Time Marches on.
Old 9K
Which is-
connects. Charge Bay goes for a kick.
Not going for the bigger damage off of that. Does get slightly out of range. Huang has a very interesting hitbox for whenever it comes to certain mixed situations that a lot of other characters have to deal with. That is not going to bring out. Oh, so lucky.
Lows. There you go.
And
Good
that
punish,
is
yeah.
punishable. Good stuff from Florida Man. And has a whole bar of meter to work with here because of that RE he used earlier in the round.
No, man, it's so hard to gain meter.
Yeah, just press the red button. It's pretty cool.
So hard to gain meter. Need real DP.
Oh, dude, a horizontal DP. Yeah, that trap. Never forget it.
I mean, the Halmaro unblockable?
My soul burn with purpose.
All right, that is an unblockable. That is not a DP. That is.
Might
I'm
as well
so
be.
glad that has no iframes. If it did, I would probably scream.
God. Bro, you patch could do it? No. All right. Alright, so Floorman doing good. Just getting small pokes and block punishes, working out. They clash on the
There we go.
charge.
Ooh, doesn't not get the clash setup. That is plus 14 on clash right there.
Ooh, jeez.
Ooh, good step. Getting a big damage punisher. I'm not sure if this will kill. Yeah, he's going for the mix again. Oh, did not air control the correct way and got pulled back in with the last hit of that string.
I think that could have killed with CE finisher, but that was cooler.
I think using the bar there when they're so low like feels bad, right? Like it's not something that you necessarily want to have to do. So I think avoiding it is pretty good from Red man. Like having confidence in your skills and knowing that you can save it for a situation like this, keeping your opponent honest and making them have to play at the wall instead of forcing their way out. Good stuff. Pretty big combo here. The stagger pressure, getting the third hit on that second one.
Ooh, Farming gets the counter hit.
Oh, he tried to press out there, unfortunately.
Alright, he's spending these talismans, gets that unblockable throw. Untechable.
Oh no, press the button instead of waiting it out. Minus 20 could have just killed him there. Florida man with the clutch factor.
Yeah, a little too eager. I've been there too. I've forgotten, like, oh yeah, there's a third hit in that string. I'm an idiot.
Oh, never forget it. But I mean, it's such a powerful string. Like, the fact that it has 3 hits and the third hit is punishable, you don't think your opponent's going to do it a lot of times, right? It's got like that NRS syndrome where you're like, oh, forward 3-2 from Superman is plus, but they're going to stagger me with the other thing in the ice breath or whatever. And so you think, yeah, it's my turn to press here, and then you die.
So more Huang for being able to punish like anything. Ooh, gets the lethal hit off the talisman.
He is alive here, barely.
Oh.
I believe in Rubber Beef. I think he can make this comeback.
Okay. That is minus 16. Maybe not the best option to go for in that situation.
Maybe, yeah. Trying to catch him ducking, but not quite.
Oh, thanks for reminding me, Nitty. I forgot that move isn't plus just because I used to see it so much.
Or those,
We have another NRS boy.
Yeah,
He's an Injustice player. He doesn't
I was gonna
like
say, I was just sitting there like, oh, those are MK inputs.
No, those are Tekken inputs. What are you talking about?
You.
You're talking about 4-3-2 from Leroy. Yeah.
Alright, so Florida Man uses it. He goes into Devastation, anti-soul charge state.
Ooh, I really like the thought process there. Just trying to fully walk around Florida Man to bait him into pressing something. Unfortunately, Florida Man pressed the right button there and got a huge counter hit long for his double.
We're doing a good job getting good block punishes in. Not really pressing advantage too much, sort of waiting more for Revivan to make mistakes, and he's doing really good mileage off of it. Revivan's having a hard time kind of opening him up. Ooh, good 2K.
Good low.
On the whip was nice. Ooh,
The backstab forcing a whip and getting fully around it.
The catch it frame's not quite enough. Trade on the 2A, gets the low off the talisman.
I love the range they're both playing at. Like, it's so dangerous for both of these competitors to press the wrong thing because their range is really good.
I think the Huang has
A ridiculous range.
Yeah, especially against a character who most of her better long-range buttons are horizontals. I mean, are verticals. So it's really easy to like force her into situations where she wants to try to poke with something like that, and you can kind of walk out of it and hopefully get a punish on it.
ooh, the mid to close it out.
Yeah, that was really, really good. Pretty minus after that move hit, so using the mix-up with the string, really good idea. Worked out well. As you can see. 4A neutral, or 1A neutral. It's Hell Sweep, goes for a charge, but blocked. Ooh, blocks the talisman, that one.
Again, using that launcher, getting pretty big damage here, and goes for the mix-up situation off of it. The back throw that is going to be a lethal hit because of the fact that he's already minus 5 in curses. I'm sorry, in talisman curses. I'm his last player. Oops.
It's okay. At least you didn't say roses.
Man, like
would've been funny.
I sometimes I call roses like Lumi stand. Like I'd be all over the place with these stances in this game.
Ooh, good punish. Interrupts the string there. How slow he
Florian
is
definitely
frames.
feels like he's in control this game. Is only -3 on this round where he's almost built a bar of meter. Could even take it here. But Rubber Beefman trying to keep him at the wall here and has 2 bars of meter. That is a huge punish. Does not get anything off it. Tries to go for the 4-4A, but it does not hit grounded, unfortunately. Good stuff from Florida. That will ring out. Wait, oh, I guess that move just never rings out. I thought there was situations where it could. I mean, maybe I was wrong.
I don't think at that angle. I think it's there like the move rings out earlier and they just get carried out. But yeah, in that case it didn't. All right, Ruby got the throw, but no charge A. But then the charge A, that one connects. I meant charge B earlier. Oh,
I think that's minus 16.
Yep.
Good punish.
This
might not kill only because Wayne's damage is pretty low on C.
Yeah.
Even with Guts.
1 minute.
Oh my God.
Tex into the 3K. That's so unfortunate. Bringing it to a final round situation.
That's so sick. Ooh, went for the throw to block, or on the punish for the charge A, but it's ducks. Block 3B.
Florida man has so much life to make up here, and I think that might be it. No.
So much life to make up here. He started that round at, what was that, -7?
Yeah, but he's soul charge -9. He can go absolutely bonkers right now.
Seems he can find a safe way in. Out of meter here, but this is a pretty good situation. Oh, tries to challenge and gets poked out by the 3K Florida man, keeping it close, making sure that he does not overextend in those final like moments. Just uses a safe mid check and closes it out. Good stuff.
I said it. -9 soul charge Huang can just go absolutely bonkers and do so many unnecessary things.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was like, as soon as he finds a way in, how's he gonna do that? I'm so confused.
Yeah,
as soon as he made it work.
Yeah, as soon as you get hit and he's ready to spend some talismans, you are just in the biggest blender. There's like lightning in the blender with you, and it's being shaken around, or it's, I don't know. It's just it is absolutely terrifying. And there's just so many options you got to worry about, and he gets so much damage out of all of them. But that's also why most of his moves are pretty minus or like 0 on hit, because he'd have to spend talismans to actually get them. But when he can just go bonkers, it's kind of annoying.
Especially in like the final round situation where you don't even have to worry about the drawback because there isn't one, right? At that point, it just becomes like your opponent shutting you down before that you can truly get started with like Quang's crazy pressure. Oh snap! The fish is back. How you doing, Nemo?
I actually brought it all the way to last round on a 50-50, guessed the 50-50 wrong and lost. I'm surprised I actually did that fucking well. So I lost 2-1.
Ew, 50-50s.
Yeah, I got
him in
the
three-way mix-up.
It was so I had the meter. I wanted to force like either Asura Dance or run up 2-2A for Tech Trap. So I was just trying to see what I could get away with, and yeah, I did not win. But it was really fucking close, and I'm very happy about myself.
Now that is the
attitude I like.
You know, I don't think many people could go like last round against someone who won WNF last week. So I'm not really salty at all. So I'm like, shit, dude, I'm feeling nice. But yeah, now I'm in losers. Yeah.
Oh, I have a question. This is actually a sick question. Do you guys think that they're going to call losers bracket at EVO 2022 lower bracket? Do you guys think it's going to happen?
Bro, I'm going to go EVO and just be like, all right, fucking losers round 1. Oh, you got put in the fucking losers? All right.
Fucking era subs. How rude.
It's okay. They won't be anywhere near Caliber. Won't have to worry about them.
Yeah, that's true.
You say air subs won't be anywhere near Caliber? Nitty's here. Nitty's here.
DJ shows
also, Malice is an air sub too, I think. And Malice is a Caliber player.
What about DJ Redacted?
I say, yeah, DJ. Oh, fuck.
DJ Redacted?
So mad at that still.
I'm very upset that they finally took away his name. Like, I feel like that should have happened years ago if it was going to get taken away. But at this point, it's so late. Like... And how is that at all offensive? Who finds busting a nut offensive? Tell me right now, all right? I'll come to your door, all right?
Ben Shapiro.
Ben Shapiro also said his pregnant sister looks very beautiful when he stares at her photo all day. So I don't like Ben Shapiro. I think we'll pass on that.
There's a lot. Most people don't like Ben Shapiro. I don't like Ben Shapiro either. I don't want him anywhere near me for any reason whatsoever.
I would have picked Mina for you.
Okay, I'm gonna turn this one off.
All right, I gotta go back and play Mr. Can.
Oh yes, you do. I forgot I just called you out for that. Good luck. Come on.
Oh, what to your toes?
I didn't think about that.
All right. So those are gonna get going, and we're gonna continue on this winter side of the bracket. And speaking of Incendiate, we're gonna get him up next, facing Stellar.
Ooh, Incendiate versus Stellar. This should be what is this? Nightmare versus. Wait, who does Stellar play?
Stellar plays Nightmare.
Is Stellar a Nightmare player?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, should be.
Shout out to Mr. Esports in chat. Ebonic Plague's here.
Yo, he's here.
Yeah, he's here.
Mr. Esports himself is here, gracing us with his presence.
Exactly. With the six Zos. Have you tried KOF, Bigpapachunk?
I have not. No. I have literally only been playing Dark Souls. Well, I was playing Total Warhammer for a bit, and then 3 came out, and it was kind of garbo. But so now I'm playing Dark Souls. I'm waiting till Warhammer 3 gets patched.
I think that sounds pretty reasonable. Waiting around for the game that you really like to get patched.
Yeah.
Just like the rest of us are doing with Calibur, unfortunately.
Anyway, yeah, lots of cool tournaments coming up. Again, there's the Boom this Sunday. They just found out. Boom is going to be hosting a memorial tournament in celebration of the late Mick's birthday, and I believe that's open to like. I think it's open to anyone. I don't really know any of the information. You have to check or see with more info on Boom. But I think the bracket's already up on Smash GG. And you can search for it there and sort of join. You can add some for me details, but that's gonna be something cool to join. So that's happening this weekend. I think Mighty Mooks is back up and running. I think they're on Fridays.
Yes, Mighty Mooks is back. Indeed,
They are still on the regular netcode, but they've got a match arena just like we do. They are on the regular netcode.
but they are open to everyone. I think they've allowed EU players to enter. West Coast to EU, that sounds cursed. But hey, if you want to play in more caliber tournaments, you're just really hungry for the game, give it a shot.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's if you want to play the game, you play the game. You do what you want. That's what I say. You want to play all these games, you do you. But yeah. So I think Mighty Mooks, that one. April Annihilation was announced, though I don't think we have any. I don't think any games have been announced for April Annihilation yet. But that is the last weekend in April. The weekend before that, which is the weekend of the 22nd and 23rd, I believe is Texas Showdown. SoulCalibur will be happening there. Combo Breaker in late May. CEO in summer again. Evo finally got announced. You watched that 2-hour-long exhibition. I don't know. I was getting kind of bored. Some was cool.
The Evo exhibition?
Yeah. Well, I guess watching Daru fight's always really cool, but that's just me.
I think that it was just some of the games, right? Like Dragon Ball FighterZ just takes fucking forever. And then like a lot of the games went down to 3-2, like to 2-1, and it was like you could have closed that out. I believe you played with your food thing.
Yeah,
shout outs to Nee for just saying, you know what? All right, we all knew Tech was going to be here. Let's move it along.
It is like early in the morning. Like I gotta go to work at Korea or whatever. But yeah, it was. It was.
Like, I mean, let's move it along.
It was cool. It was interesting. And it was nice to hear like a lot of the changes that they're gonna be bringing to Evo.
Yo, free water! Shout outs to water, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Or all the Twitter comments like, yeah, definitely gonna be water in those bottles. But anyway.
I agree with that with those players. I'm not gonna front.
I mean,
what are you gonna do? Smell my vodka? I mean, my water. Get your nose away from my water. Dude,
yeah, really good. Yeah, hopefully again, 50% expanded space. For presumably again more casual setups is what I don't know if they said that explicitly.
Yeah, they said that the casual and community tournament space is going to be bigger than the Combo Breaker venue, which is already pretty big. I don't know if any of you guys have the Combo Breaker. It's a pretty nice venue.
Kind of ridiculous, and especially for us, that's really, really good news. Considering the rest of our news was not so great, but again, was not.
We had news. What news?
I mean, we didn't. The news was we didn't have news.
That's
why.
Okay, I get it now.
No, the news is apparently no one plays Melty Blood. So why is it on there?
Yikes, dude! I like multi-blood. Moondrive? The same way people complain about Reverse Ledge is the same way they complain about Moondrive and Shield. I absolutely love it.
It's my favorite.
I'm like, you must be new here, huh?
Don't. Chat's trying to bully me into doing something very dangerous. I don't like it.
I don't think it's worth it. Sorry, Lee. Love you, man, but I don't think it's worth it.
We'll see. Maybe in the future.
Flights are only 600. That does not sound like only.
That sounds fantastic. Though if I'm trying to figure out plans, but if I'm going, I'm probably end up driving.
Yo, how far is Texas to Vegas? What is that, like 20 hours? I think I could drive that.
It's not a big deal.
I've been to Arizona before.
Yeah, mine's only half that time.
Oh, it's 10 hours? That's not that bad.
About,
yeah. I've driven to Arizona before for like a cardium tournament. Shout outs to Force of Will. That game was sick. It's like Weeb Magic the Gathering.
How the hell is the Matcherino at 100?
The Matcherino is at 100 because we have a crazy person.
Joshua Gibbs coming through again.
Joshua Gibbs coming in with a 34.55. And we still have 24 codes remaining. Exclamation point Matcherino in the chat. 25 cents. Free to the prize pool. You do not have to spend any of your money if you do not have it. And also, it looks like we missed MK97 with another direct contribution of $20. You guys are greatly appreciated. Thank you all so much.
Yo, shouts out. Thank you, Marky. Blacker Kong. Jeez, man. All these people supporting this community. Absolutely fucking love it.
We literally have Evo every week. What are you guys worried about?
Yeah. See, that's the cool thing about like a slightly small community is that like you're basically like a top 8 Evo like half the time at your local. Also, I've got a $25 donate to the Parsec fund from, I'm pretty sure, none other than Twice a Day himself. So thank you so much for your donation, friend. We very much appreciate it.
Yo, who's holding up the chicken nugget monies?
I have no clue. Did they message me on Discord? Oh.
I'm excited to pay $10 a gallon. Just buy a dirt bike.
Everybody stop using your car and just go buy a motorcycle.
Fuel efficiency, baby. And you get to look cool. If you're maidenless after you buy a motorcycle, you won't be.
Okay, hold on. We're having stupid shit.
Uh-oh. Did their gamepads not connect properly because someone forgot to disconnect? Always disconnect from the server when you get off. Disconnect your controller. It's just like unplugging your controller from a regular tournament setup. You got to remember to do it. You're going to hold up the matches for the person after you. Luckily, they can't physically harm you here, so you don't have to worry about that, but we all know.
Okay, looks like they're good.
Noob, are you talking about Yodomo? I haven't seen him yet.
Sacrifice your soul to me.
There we go. All right, it looks like we're going to get this match started here in a second.
Okay, yeah, it looks like they're good to go. Sweet.
Oh, yeah, Fat Free the G.
He's a...
Let him know, legit. Let him know.
Yeah.
It's been legit this whole time.
Of course. Alright, Stellar Incendiate starting off, just going at it immediately. First 2-2B of the day.
And won't be the last. We'll definitely see a lot of them.
There's another one. We're gonna see a bunch of them as usual.
Bunch of fucking 2-2Bs.
Ooh, I like the pressure there. Waited around, just kind of stayed in block, waiting for the opponent to press something. Keeping it close, not trying to allow Xianghua to get away with too much, but the stagger on that, so powerful. Good stuff from Incendia taking that first round. They're pretty even in meter, so I really do like the big risk there, right? No one had a full bar of meter, nothing really to worry about there. Just got to play neutrally. Good old-fashioned.
Neutral, what's that?
Oh, you're right. Nightmares on the screen.
And Xianghua.
Xianghua plays neutral exceptionally well to the point where her neutral is safe launcher. Smile. Hey, they didn't say what you have to play neutral with. They just said, do you have good neutral buttons? And she said, yes.
Okay.
They said, what buttons? And she said, yes. Ooh, good sidestep from Insigne. Closing it out with the CE, not wanting to wait around for that.
You can't stop me.
Sorry, I'm looking at chat and I'm about to shoot people.
Just kidding.
Anyway, alright, Insidiate's coming off pretty damn strong. Stellar, probably gonna get a little bit of damage points there. Try
Oh,
not
we got
to keep-
Nemo back for the last match.
Ooh,
Catches the
on.
duck there. Good
Who's
stuff.
winning?
Well, we've got Xianghua versus Nightmare, Incendiate versus Stellar, respectively. And right now, it really looks like Incendiate's got a pretty good hold on this match. Stellar's already used 1 bar of meter. He does have another here. Gets pretty big damage. Oh, and he tried to
Classic.
do a meaty throw. That's the second time that I've seen a Nightmare player try to go for a meaty throw and just get absolutely cooked for it. Jimbo did it, and so did Wow. Wow, no shot. He's going to be able to bring this back.
Good soul attack.
I believe in Stellar. I believe in Stellar. All right. I'm sorry I believed in you, Stellar. Commentators curse. Next time I'll say you suck and that there's no way you'll win. My bad. That's on me.
GG's.
Alright, well, Nemo's
That was
back
game
here.
1. That was game 1. Yeah.
Oh, it was game 1? Hi.
Yeah, that was game 1. It's okay.
I would have had to play Stellar, so I'm vibing out right now. I'm done. I'm at the tournament. Be out here. Alright, so let's see what's going on here.
Ooh, very nice tech crouch under that 6A. Don't know if that was fully intentional or if it was just one of those interactions where like there was already a stance coming out. I love what Insidiate's doing here, just mashing on that 3A, using it as a conditioning tool to force something out of Nightmare that's not armor. Oh, that's death. Wait, what a that was supposed to be jump K if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and that's just gonna oof. Big oof.
Battle 2. Fight.
And Insidiate is really pressing him with these 6-6Bs. Oh, score is wrong. Yes, Stella did not take the first game correctly.
Oh,
Yeah.
oops. Sorry. Thank you, chat.
Oopsies.
Ooh, the AGA is just coming out, stopping Incendiate from coming in for free. Making him work for it there, and speaking of working for it, nice neutral.
You can't stop me.
Xianghua makes me laugh. I promise it wasn't chat.
Fine sacrifice.
What a great character.
Oh wow.
Oh, that is punishable. Good stuff from Stellar, recognizing that. Playing the spacing game does not want to give away any additional damage here if they don't have to. Working the guard gauge.
Oh, 6
Ooh, 6-6 kill.
Boom, boom, boom. Big booty move. Boom.
Oh, and tried to press a button to counter poked by that the nightstands B there. Good stuff from Stellar, putting himself on the board here. That's what I like to see. We don't want any blow up, right? We want to see matches, all right? We want to see some good ass cal.
Oh my gosh, the way that Incendiate plays the game is just like, he's so good at just snuffing things out. It's just so good.
Yeah, he's really been rinsing on those 3As, and it looks like it's a tool that beats armor and both armor and AGA, and it's like relatively fast. It's not like a slow enough low where Nightmare is going to really be able to counter poke you with something from range 1 and 2, right? Like, the 3K is not going to reach for those, but you're going to have the initiative.
That's gonna be fast. That's a relaunch right there, going for soul charge.
Tried to go for a pressure tool there with that ground stomp, but instead, yeah, that's game. Wait a minute, that combos?
Wait, what?
That's plus 12? If you don't go into stance, that's plus 12. I never knew. How have we been playing this game for 3 years and I've never seen that before?
Oh my gosh.
Have you ever seen that before?
No.
What the fuck? I guess the scaling on it, the scaling on it is something you don't like. It is probably the reason why you don't see it, but like Xianghua doesn't care about the scaling there because she gets free Oki after. Good stuff from Incendiate. Man, that was fucked up.
Yeah, that was pretty fucked.
I try to keep it PG, but Incendiate's really testing me here, man.
No, it's okay. My stream is marked for adults.
Hell yeah, mine too. I like to shout random profanities sometimes. I understand.
Rated MA for mature for lots of foul language and dirty mix-ups.
Yeah, exactly. And then these hands are rated E for everyone because anyone can get them if they need them, you know?
Especially on PS4.
Oh, true. Y'all don't catch these hands on a 3-bar connection.
Yes.
All right, cool. Well, it's about that time, so we're gonna let a swap happen so that some people can sleep or continue watching.
I'm ready to eat. I want food.
Oh yeah, you gotta get that Taco Bell, right?
I need to wash a little.
The wife
off.
ordered pizza, so that's what I'm eating tonight. No Taco Bell. I don't get Taco Bell.
That's okay. But we got your covers here, Necro and Sly. I think they're here.
Hello.
Well, Sly's here. Yo, what's up, Sly? How'd the GG bracket go? Please tell me you're still in. Oh wait, no, you can't be.
No,
Because
I got eliminated by TR Goldie Orha in Stellar.
Damn.
It's not my night.
Is that the non-colored version of me? Is that the brighter version of me? The shining star that is Necromaster? How you doing tonight?
Are you implying he's the white you?
Are you okay?
Yeah, we're both tall. We're both Zos players. We both like sick music.
You ain't tall.
I'm 6'2", okay?
I'm 6'4". That's a short, tall man. That's a short, tall man.
I'm in the height of leaders in Discord. You can't talk to me.
All right.
Anyway, with that, I'm gonna be peacing out. You guys have a wonderful night.
All right. Once again, thanks for having me. My announcement before I go, because I think, so for our Soul Info Card podcast, we are running out of guests. We have exhausted our list. So if you are interested in being on the show, you don't have to be a tournament player. You just like the game. You just want to talk about some sets you have. Feel free to DM me, either me at Nino on Twitter or Discord, or XGC Kazano. And yeah, we'd love to have you on the show.
Yeah, you can hit me up. I'll just turn it into talking about memes and Hololive.
Yeah, I don't care. Sure, why the fuck not? We could plan something out. And one more thing, after WNF, I always host Parsec lobbies, so if you want to come join, if I don't get raided, if you just come to my channel after WNF is over. So, all right, catch you all later.
Good shit. Thank you, man.
See ya.
Bye.
Oh, I forgot that there's an O in Necromaster's name. Dur.
What's going on, everybody? I see the brackets actually got a ton of people in it.
Yeah, we got some more stacked than usual. We got Master CJ, Enders J, and Incendiate for another week. Who else? Florida Man hasn't been around for a little while. Thermidor is still coming out too, so it looks like he's in losers now.
Xander's on here too. Yeah,
I mean, we don't see
people
Xander often, yeah.
So this is exciting.
And twice a day. Can't forget twice a day.
I'm glad everybody, took a break from playing Elden Ring, because I know the entire FGC is consumed by it, at least for the next 2 weeks.
It's in my other tab. Not gonna lie.
Oh, bro. See,
but I'm not playing it. I'm commentating. So
to the stage of
no, I mean, there's no way you're doing both.
Yeah,
that is not you can play this in the background. Nah.
Apparently, somebody was doing one of the commentators for the Mighty Mooks was doing that one time, when it just came out. He was on commentary, but playing Elden Ring, and they were calling him out for it. It was kind of funny.
I couldn't blame him.
It's a fun
sick. But we are here with the SoulCalibur, the best game in the world.
Alright, Hamaru and Zaslamel. I suppose this is Jimbo.
And Fairmuntress, yes.
And Fairmuntress.
Sick. He played the Hamaru against Zaslamel last week as well, which I still think is interesting based on the characters that he plays.
I mean, Do you think it would be better to use Raphael or 2B against Zoslamel?
I would say Raph, yeah.
Did that
Just fight strong horizontals with strong verticals? Maybe.
6B is just a problem.
It is. I can see that.
Like in the Raph matchup. It's
Yeah, having an
awkward.
I-10 against fighting a I-10 character as a character with no I-10 can be annoying.
But I think he gets a little bit more damage out of the exchanges here. And then also, there's gonna be a lot of moments where like a 6BB lift from Farron Muntress is gonna get him B plus K'd. So he'll like just eat a heavy slash immediately.
Yeah.
Maybe that has something to do with it a little bit.
And Hamaru's got a really good sidestep too.
Backstep also gets you out of a lot of setups. I mean, there's a lot of.
He's got
give and
good
take.
movement all around.
Yeah, he almost has to use like 4A.
Ooh,
Oh, nice
out
high.
of the CE there.
He just spent the cursive too,
Oh,
and then
into a
using
cancel.
like, I know 2-2A is a good move, but
Yeah.
using a high, like especially in those little bit more stress situations.
Okay, good counter hit there for Geminator. Going for a tornado, but Fearmuncher coming back with his own whiff punish.
Ooh, didn't commit.
Okay, 4-6B right under the high kick.
Oh, he got it. He got
Oh,
it.
that's so much damage. How is this even legal? Oh my god, 4-3K. Lethal hit.
Because that is very hard to time. I promise
Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding.
You almost always see him miss it. That's why, like, you see that, and
Yeah.
you're like, why'd he go for that? Like, that's why.
I don't
that
mean
damage
anything
is
by it. I just
stupid.
thought it was funny to say.
Yeah. I was just pointing it out, like, that setup's kind of hard.
Fair enough.
Uh-oh. Getting sidestepped. Oh, okay. Get him.
Okay.
Get him with a curse,
Okay,
too.
another 4-4K, but no lethal hit this time. Oh, nice sidestep on the C.
sidestep,
He's
yep.
gonna get a full punish, and that's gonna be game number 1 for Jimbo.
Yeah, so if you notice, like, Fairmontress isn't going too ham on, like, 6B. He used it only a few times, but most of the time, like, any of the big verticals, he's actually just got to be really careful using.
Okay.
And then the CE situation, like, it's almost always, like, it gets played around so much that Soul Charge just might be the better option a lot of the time, especially against a better player.
I can see that.
I would say that's usually the difference if you watched like good Zoslamel plays. You don't Soul Charge versus CE versus like character matchups, it's more player
Yep.
matchups. Like if they play around it really
yeah,
well,
when you get their
just going into
timing.
Soul Charge is a little bit better.
Yeah, I think that's what John Nitty does most of the time.
Ooh, enough curses, full combo.
Okay,
Nice block on
blocks
the
the
low.
jump low, yeah. Right. Oh, nice 4-4K right under the low. That's gonna be a lethal hit.
Oh, dead. Oh, come on.
Okay,
Oh, there
the
you go.
sidestep on the B
Smart.
series. Yep.
Definitely can sidestep it on block. The knowledge is there. At least for
That's
that.
a pretty common thing.
Oh my god, he got that lethal hit? Are you serious? Yeah, I guess he didn't do anything for 15 seconds, you're right.
Okay, another 4-4K, no lethal hit though.
Yeah, you only get the lethal hit on the tech crouch.
Yep. Well, if they're crouching in general, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. 3A doesn't crouch.
Yeah, fair enough.
Ooh, tried to go for the side throw, that would have been big damage.
Catches him with the CE. This is not gonna kill, but it will do a ton of extra damage just because Bear Muntress has red life right now.
Oh,
You know,
I
the low, just
respect
one more
that.
hit,
I
and the
respect
low
that, I
kick.
respect that.
Close it out, round number 2 here.
A nice 2-2A. You don't see it very often.
Okay, nice counter hit there.
There
Oh,
it
but the
is.
lethal hit post GI. I
Oh,
think it's
my
like
God.
6-6B plus K. Or 6-6A plus B.
6-6B plus K.
Okay, I was right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not going to be a ring
Almost.
out though, even though it was really close. That it has the potential to ring out. It's not quite.
Ooh, nice
close enough.
6-6B.
It looks like
I like
these
that
verticals.
challenge. Yeah, that's a punish.
That's a great challenge. Oh, that was a punish?
Yes.
Okay, just literally one poke of anything will kill Fair Munchers right now. So that's 1 bar a meter, and with the horizontal.
You don't see a punish from that move very often because it pushes you so far away, but he was definitely within range. Amaru probably specifically gets to punish that a lot easier, actually. At least with that move.
You know
That's
how
the
fast
ease, bro.
that's the ease for? How fast
16.
that's the ease? 16? Okay, so
Yeah.
for an I-16, it has a lot of reach.
Yeah. Challenge plus 10. Got it.
Hey man, he had the light for it.
You're only minus if you're a bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, he went for A plus B, so maybe he responded to the frames, which is understandable. Like, I could get that. But dang.
Okay, nice
Yo,
loader. Okay, no whiff punish
went
though.
for it.
It's a wild whiff.
Okay.
Okay, Jimbo's got some work to do, but jumps right over the 4-6B, misses the tech crouch frames though.
Freaking jumps everything. It should not jump 4-6B. I'm sorry.
It really should not.
Alright, we got rage. Oh! It didn't kill him!
Oh,
Okay.
did not commit to the low block long enough.
But for the immediate Eason, I kind of respect that. I actually really respect that.
Okay, catches him with the low, 2-2-AA. Tries to jump over that kick with a 4-4K, and it was almost successful, but it does get smacked out of the air. Okay,
I've actually seen that jumped before, too.
Yeah.
Just by the way, even if it's a high.
Oh, he catches him with the movement that wasn't so great there by Jimbo. Okay, nice GI. Waits for it. Does not know what Fair Munchers is going to do. Was trying to play it safe.
Nice.
And Fair Munchers takes another round.
I like that to actually mess with the GI timings and catch step.
Yeah.
Before he actually catches it to
Oh,
him.
gets
that
him,
throw
grabs his back.
at throw range. Okay.
Not a ton of damage for a back throw, though.
It's because that's a lethal hit.
Oh, okay.
So you could actually do a lot more with it. Try to go for a dodge option. Fortunately, gets him beat
Okay,
up with a heavy
GI
slash.
cancel. Okay, nice. It's gonna catch the that Hamaru's AAAAAB. You can actually step duck that.
I'm wondering when Jimbo's gonna find that 6BK is minus 12.
Yeah. His Hamaru's AA is actually 14 frames.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Oh yes, the Venom throw. Let's go. Big damage. Yeah, see, this is why Soul Charge is good.
Yep.
Because instead of getting stepped and heavy slash, you become a mix-up machine. Catches, yeah. Oh my god. Ever walk in my neighborhood. Get out of Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, please.
Yeah, he
Stop
tried to step
moving.
and punish that, but just a little bit too soon. He's got
Get
rage
off the
right
ground.
now. He's got a lot of work to do in order to do this, but it is Jimbo. He is more than capable of this comeback.
Big damage. Nice try.
Oh, try and whiffs the GI, and Fair Munchers closes it out.
That was good. Wow. Fair Muncher is showing up today.
Yeah.
I like it when I love seeing Fair Munchers on his game. I miss it. That was sick.
I believe Jimbo still has a chance in the losers bracket, which we all know what Jimbo does in losers bracket from last week.
Right. I did like the switch up. Fair Munchers definitely switched up their play a lot more. I don't think they, after they hit the CE, I don't think they tried to go for it ever again, which I think was the smart thing.
Smart,
Because
yeah.
he was playing around it way too well.
And up next, I believe we'll have SCVI versus Enders. This will be a fun matchup. Maybe it'll be Cervantes, but maybe Enders is in an Asta mood tonight. Who knows?
Oh, please. Can we see it? Are you about to rock our world?
Oh wait, I need to say this earlier. I need to watch the Japanese dub of the Obi-Wan trailer.
Oh no.
I wanna watch that. Bro,
Have you ever seen the German opening to Naruto before?
I have not.
It's an experience. I would YouTube it right now and just save it for later.
I have not, but all I know is I watched that Obi-Wan trailer and the Duel of the Fates like just blasted, and I have not gotten goosebumps that hard in a while.
If only I had these reads when I'm actually fighting someone. Since Enders is picking Asta.
But yeah, I'm with you on that. John. I'm with you on that. That Obi-Wan shit's gonna be... I like how there's just a bunch of lightsabers. I don't know. I want to see more red lightsabers. It's so...
I'm okay with the Inquisitor arcs, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
They're
SoulCalibur
not like...
first though.
Yes. Hey, listen, we had Star Wars in here before. It's relevant, okay?
True.
Battle 1. Fight.
Alright, the Battle of the Grapplers.
Okay. Strong start for SCVI.
Ooh. See? Grapplers. Nice.
Lars and B is going to close out with the perfect. Perfect with the 2A.
Yeah, this is going to be tough. Basically, playing a keep-out game with like BA is definitely going to help, but Wall Rising B is an amazing option in this matchup.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can
At
see
range, for throws.
Oh, nice bull rush under the AA, but there's unfortunately no wall splat for Enders. 2 breaks. Okay, yeah, 2 breaks.
Big damage.
This is gonna be huge damage. You're right.
Big damage. Oh, do it again. No punish. Oh, caught him with a low throw again.
All right. Enders down 2 rounds right now. Let's see if he makes the adjustments he needs.
6B.
That was a pretty good start.
Snuck that in.
Oh, that was a weird interaction there. Astaroth's 2-2A just barely whipping. Oh, but he's gonna get GI'd here. This is not gonna be a ring out, but oh my god, that combo is so flashy.
Jesus Christ!
SCVI just letting it rip there and closing out game 1.
Yeah! Calm down! Oh, we going in. Alright.
I respect it.
I mean, this matchup's tough, I think.
Yeah.
Especially if this isn't like your main. Okay, trying to go for low throws.
Okay, BA counter hit there.
Nice 6B. Good way to interrupt. Go for the OP option.
SCVI is just really hard for Enders to get his hands on right now. But likewise for SCVI trying to grab Enders not working too well, but he's able to close out that first round there anyways with a B6. A high vertical stab. Okay, BB. Let's try to armor, but that's going to get punished.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
Nice Wall Rising A. That's a very long tech crouching startup. And this will kill, won't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
The Divine Force version, even while with scaling, it doesn't matter.
Well, I won.
Nice GI, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me with these GIs?
Zeph loves to re-GI, I've seen. Okay, that's a nice
What the hell,
punish. The
dude?
super. Not gonna kill, but it's gonna be really scary for Enders.
I mean, this is over.
Life deficit.
This is
you
over,
never
bro.
know until the guy says
This is over.
KO. So never give up. Alright, this tries to go for a soul attack there. It gets blocked. Zephaniah playing really patient right now, just waiting for Enders to do something that he can punish. Ducks under the high and closes it out for Rising B.
Claim victory.
Literally every time 6A was thrown out, he was dead for it.
What I call a critical
Every time.
Yeah.
It's because Zeph is already preemptively ducking at like that range 2, and then while Rising B catches, like, I don't know, man. It looked like he was sitting back in his seat. You know, he wasn't sitting forward with his controller, ready to go. He was like, "All right, I guess if we're doing this." that was a slaughter, dude. Zeph's cast is looking clean now.
Yeah, it's looking clean. I'm liking Ender's Astaroth. I also like that he's doing this more for fun.
For sure. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah. I really like how he stayed with Astaroth the whole set. I didn't feel like he had to switch to Servers. Like, if I lose, I lose. Like, it's not a big deal. So, we'll see you in the losers bracket, Enders, and maybe you'll make it back. That'll be cool to watch your matches again.
Coast 4 and Enders and Descendant 5. Cool. All right, we got those going. And then don't forget we have a cool tourney coming up pretty soon this Sunday that Boom himself is hosting. It's a memorial tournament again for the late SoulCalibur player named Mick, whose last name I actually don't know. But yeah, this is, I believe, an open tournament on Netcode. I have very little information about it, but I just know that it's going on. So if you're interested in joining, you can look to Boom for more information. And if not,
sure, it's my first time hearing about it.
Yeah, and things like that. But yeah, it's gonna be something fun and something neat to watch. Especially for I think a really good event. I think this is a really good way to sort of celebrate and remember the life of a person who is very, very important and very, very influential for SoulCalibur. Even if not everyone who plays this game really knew him or got to meet him, like me. But from what I've heard, I'm like really, really sad that I never did, because he sounds like a really cool person.
Mm-hmm. I unfortunately never got to meet him either, but I know he was a very, very good person and inspiration to SoulCalibur players.
Alright, we're gonna keep going. So this is now winners semifinals, Incendiate and Fermentris.
Fermentris.
Back at it again.
I mean, I wish him the best of luck here.
Alright,
you seem a little
it's gonna be interesting. Like we've seen how Fermentris has been playing. I wonder if you can keep that up versus Incendiate.
Yeah, Incendiate's really good at the Zaz matchup though.
Incendiate's really good at this fucking game.
I mean, true, but
Yeah.
just the matchup in general, he's figured it out. So
Making 10,000 calculations at once.
it's all risk reward with Zaz,
Yeah.
to be honest. Like, you almost, it's like a weird dichotomy where, I mean, in most fighting games, it depends on what your opponent knows, and at this point, everyone knows the ins and outs of the character, so he struggles in a tournament format for that reason, I think.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, I mean, people have been learning the matchup.
I mean, I think that's very true for a bunch of the cast, that in tournaments, it's a lot harder to play them. Like, I think
you have
Keelik
to think
is one of those
outside the box
characters.
of your normal character's game plan in order to do, perform well.
Yeah, I
Which is
think
pretty
like Keelik is one of those characters that like has a lot harder time in tournament. I think Talum to an extent. does as well, because it's just if somebody decides to really pay attention and take their time with the matchup, they can really do a lot of damage.
Talem's a really strong character, but her she has to think outside of her normal game plans that you would normally think of her doing when she's, competing against these players that have studied the matchup and are comfortable fighting her.
Right, exactly.
But I do think
get away with stuff.
Yeah. But I would say it's like that for the majority of the cast. Maybe there are a few characters that don't have to leave their normal game plan, and maybe that's why, they're like the top of the tier list.
Well, that's why I think like characters that are good at turn stealing or something have a better time. So like Xianghua, the SCVIs, like that's why I think Amy's like, I agree with a lot of people of her being more top tier, because she has so many tools defensively that you can create a lot of offense with. And I think that's usually the big part of being a good tournament character, is being able to be good on defense.
Mm-hmm.
Or being able to switch it up pretty constantly, where or you just go really ham all the time with Nightmare or something. Like there's exceptions to the rule, but generally defense wins games at this point.
It all depends on who you're fighting, I think. Like there are times you got to play defensively and wait your turn, and other times where you can play aggressively and your opponent's not quite ready for it. And it could be any level player, I think. Sometimes they're just not ready for your offense, and other times they are, so you got to play more slowly.
Of history retold.
In the wise words of 50 Cent, dying is easy because life is hard. All right, that's basically what I'm getting at.
I got scared when you said preface that. I was like, oh no.
What? Dude, listen. I don't think he ever said anything that bad. He was just at the Super Bowl. That's relevant.
True.
Rough.
Think.
Even though he looks like a Elden Ring boss, like the one that's hanging off the ceiling.
So that would be.
I don't think I've gotten that far yet.
Oh yikes! My bad.
It's all good. It's not really a spoiler. There's
like
tons of things hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah. Speaking of swinging from the ceiling, Cindy's coming in to win another tournament this week.
Okay, nice mix up here by Cindy, just playing it nice and paced. Okay, he's gonna get hit by the 1B though. Spacing it out a little bit, and you get a lot of respect here. Oh, walks into the 6A hold. 6A hold.
Oh. I respect the extra damage, nice, not going for the third curse.
That was a step duck into a full crouch 3.
Nice block.
It's so good.
Again. You're dead.
Okay, that's going to be a 4-6B into kill. Guaranteed combo there after the curse.
I really like what he was doing with the like running up full crouch 3K, like to kind of beat out his AA options.
With the nitty kicks.
Yeah, that's what that is. Challenge in the neutral exchange.
Okay, nice 4-6B. Really?
He didn't well this round
too, but the life deficit is even. Oh, he's gonna get round throw out of his tech crouch.
Yeah, he didn't go for the rest of the string because Xianghua can actually blow you up for actually doing it.
Oh, but the combo whips. He was too far away when he got launched. Giving him another chance. Nice break the throw, but then Cindy showing off this great movement and sidestepping that 4-6B.
Oh. Oh, he tried. Just 3B. Wonder what that would have caught, but...
Okay, nice curse there. Just one. Okay, nice slide 2 with a 4-6B combo. Brings the curse. Does not get hit by the crybaby. That was great patience.
Charge makes sense here. Just to try to create some space.
Mix up away. Maybe even one low away. Whiffs the low though. Incendia getting a nice whip punish there, but Fairmuncher sidestepping the vertical and closing out the round, putting himself 2 rounds up on Incendia right now.
I'll try to go for the punish. Oh, definitely misinput there.
Okay, nice one, B there. Fully charged, Incendia blocks it, gets cursed. 2 curses. So now he's got to be really careful for that 1B.
Oh, he's gonna have to do like a launcher and do a kill here. Oh, it's gonna be big damage though.
Oh,
yeah, you're dead.
Oh, yeah, it's 1 game for Fairmuncher.
That's I've noticed that's like kind of the newer thing that Zosselmill players likes to do is just instead of raw 4-6B because it doesn't track as much anymore, you just want to do like 6-6A plus B and you get way more damage off the curses a lot of the time, or you can make it safe. Because the best thing to do when your opponent just ducks all the time, especially, that move hurts. 2 curses, that was so much damage. Gross.
Okay, there's a counter hit there, and Cindy's gonna get GI'd though with the 6P plus K lethal hit, which is a post-GI lethal hit.
Ooh,
Oh,
held it a little bit too
throws,
long.
yeah, he held it too long and couldn't get the natural combo.
But getting a 6B plus K for his troubles after
Nice
the whip
sidestep
GI.
there, the 4A.
Punished. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh!
Okay.
Did he mean to do 2-2? I don't know what he tried to do there.
Nice 2A there. Okay, and Incendiate whiffing a GI there. Fairmuncher's able to take another round. Okay,
Yeah, Fairmuncher
nice
is actually doing an amazing job mixing up his timings.
Okay, 1B to Pope. Nice run counter there too. Nitty kicks. More nitty kicks. Back steps. The throw whiffs, but no punish.
Oh, he tried.
They're trading blows right now. They're just block. Oh, but Incendiate's getting some damage now.
I respect what Fairmuncher is doing, though. He's not taking his chances to always, like, punish everything, because he's just trying to be as defensive as he can.
Nice. Okay, he's going to keep going. Oh, and with the CE to finish off the Vortex. That was such a smart play.
That was a nice little series. I like that.
Yeah.
Almost like forcing your opponent to get a little frustrated because he got hit twice, and you know you want that buttons.
Like, oh, getting salty, get CE'd.
Yeah. No, that's how you gotta do it.
Yep.
Well, be careful. You're not safe here.
Oh, nice duck by Incendiate. That's not going to be a ring out. Oh, but very much just going to soul charge back. What's he got out of this? Okay, good sidestep. Oh, and the tech crouch is under the AA to get another round. Just 1 round away from winning the set. Okay, the GI whiffs though. The 3AK is going to get around it. Oh,
nice,
he's going to get 6K lethal hit.
Oh, big damage! Unfair.
That must
off
have
an
been
I-12. No, that was off an I-12.
Oh, yeah.
That's why it scaled so hard.
Yep.
Interesting,
Okay,
2-2K.
I really like this neutral here from Fairmuncher. He's eating a little bit right now, but okay, that was a counter hit, and 3AK is a counter hit combo. Oh, nice block there. Incendiate was ready for it this time, but just 1 more hit away, and that's going to be a round for Incendiate with punishing that.
There's no way he did CE.
Flowering scythe.
Why did he do CE there?
Might be spaghetti.
Maybe. It has to be. Because that was your
duck.
punish opportunity.
Oh, and
nice
a nice
duck.
duck from Incendiate,
Yeah.
too. Just going in for that damage.
He's calling
And
him
a
out of the
4-6.
3K.
4-6B, yep. Okay, nice sidestep. Okay, there's the CE that he did not get last time. I want to say this will kill, but I think I'm wrong.
The scales a bit. Okay.
Okay, I'm definitely wrong. Oh, nice run up 2K to finish off. Catch is Fairmont just rolling. They are now 1-1.
Thanks for the
Yeah.
exercise.
A little unfortunate. Should have, like, maybe got so excited that he was about to win. Because like a AA might have finished it off right there and he hit C on accident.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or maybe
take
he was
your-
going for the soul charge, you know, the +8, the pushback.
I just wanted style points for win.
I mean, at
Okay.
plus
I mean,
14.
if it plus 4, you can do a BB and it hits, right? Unless it's one of those plus frames where they can still block.
Okay.
Okay, the flash, the throw, the nitty kicks.
I love these challenges.
Yep.
A bit too slow. Nate's ready for it. Still on the ground. Still gotta take your turn.
Yeah, Fairmunchers. It's like you had your chance, Fairmunchers.
Yeah.
It is now too late.
Oh, yeah.
But for us
Unfortunately-
watching, it is still not too late. So we'll see if Fairmunchers can bring this back.
Oh, we'll catch him again.
Okay, nice AGI there. Oh, that's gonna be a ring
Nice.
out? No, the
No.
half wall saves him. The chest high wall.
Just
Chest high wall. No, I won't get over that, my boy. This is the perfect one, too. Oh, boy.
Nice
Oh, nice
GI.
GI.
Oh,
Oh,
nice soul charge there too.
he probably thought he was going to go for the re-GI. Yeah.
Okay,
Unfortunately,
Cindy
that-
gets up 2 rounds now.
That amount of life lead against Xianghua in this matchup is probably one of the toughest things to finish out that round.
Okay, nice whip punish there. Oh, the 2-2B doing exactly
Catch him
what
up
Insidia
below.
wants right
Yeah.
now. Okay, oh, that's a back escape.
Yeah, there's no mix-up
He
anymore,
wanted
so...
to, yeah, he wanted to go for the ring out there to catch Insidia off guard, but Insidia's almost always got his guard up. And just one more, and that's it.
Say I
Insidia
did
takes
respect the
set,
tech.
2-1.
I did respect the tech trap he went for. That 4-6B, I'm pretty sure catches on tech and would have killed him. Like, Fairmunchus is going for the stuff. It's just, if you know what's going on, you don't run into it. You know what I mean? Like, you can have all the tricks in the world, but if someone knows it's coming, that's
Great
kind of it.
comeback there by Incendiate. When he was about to lose, Fairmunchers just made one mistake that gave Incendiate all the momentum he needed to just win the whole thing.
Yeah, that was actually amazing. Because Fairmunchus had that. Like, he was actually all over Incendiate.
Yep.
I hadn't seen that in a while, and then, yeah, he just kind of turned it on and finished up the round.
Hype shit. Maturino 10394. 18 codes have not been claimed. If you have not done so, chat, Necromaster's gonna shame you right now.
Damn! Just shame. I don't have a bell. Shout shame anymore. No, that show
Oh.
sucks.
You can't shame me right now because I'm about to claim my code.
Oh, I
Bam.
just did it too. I was bad. I almost always do it before I even get on here, but
Yeah.
it's all my
I get
fault.
I get distracted with the 2 tournaments thing. I wish they were at different times, but I mean, it's still
Well,
fun.
I mean, this is supposed to be an offline local, but RIP
I think
to that
they're
dream.
gonna start the offlines again up soon. I thought I saw a tweet.
Well, that's SoCal only, and I still don't really know anything about that. But good luck to
Fair
them.
enough.
Yeah, I wish the best for them.
All right.
Yeah, speaking of losing locals, that's about to happen to me too. So that's fun.
Next up, we got Zephykai versus Florida Man.
Yes.
And when these two players fight each other on stream, I swear it's like some of the hypest, crazy, like low life victories. It's just both players just play out of their mind.
Did he change the?
He raised the volume again.
He loves it. He loves to just watch you suffer.
It's not that I don't like loud music. I'm streaming here.
Fair.
Now we all just vibing out.
Yeah. Basically.
All right. So who we got? We probably got Zhanghua versus. Oh, my brain's not working.
Should be Huang.
Huang, right?
As I love him, I don't think the Setsuka's. I think the Setsuka's not done yet. I think it needs more time in the oven.
I didn't know he was working on a Setsuka.
He was messing around with it last week, and I think I've seen him kind of on and off. But at this point in the bracket, yeah, I don't think that Setsuka's is ready. So yeah, the Huang makes sense.
Also, we gotta bring out the Huang gang. He's gotta represent this character. Somebody's gotta do it.
True. Well, like 3 people.
This character's dope.
The memories of ancient battles slumber.
And we got the stage.
So my talisman led me to you.
This is my big moment.
Letting the intros rock and everything.
Just taking a deep breath before the match starts. I can dig it. Oh, this is one of my favorite songs from SoulCalibur 3.
Bruh.
2P, I guess that was Zeph. Is he gonna ring himself out? Or is it just an agreed upon button check?
I think Zeph's going to give him the round because technically it is his to win, but that's up to Florida.
Yeah. Okay, I like it.
Yeah, they can just go at it.
Yeah.
I don't think they care.
Nice dodge, no punish though. Tries to AGI, but it whiffs. Oh, gets a low thrown. It's a block punish for that low kick. Zeph punishing really on point. The 2-2B's gonna get blocked. Oh, and a 2-2B to close that round number 1 here. Florida Man being the good sport, not making Kai forfeit a round.
Made him eat the guard break there.
Nice punish on the full crouch 3K.
I'm liking this patience from Florida Man. Like, he's really taking his time.
He knows he has to play slow versus Zephykai, or else he just gets blown up.
Only thing is, if you don't hit him, you're not gonna win either.
2-2B into a CE, this will probably kill.
It should.
Oh, it's
Why?
barely not. Man, I'm
Why?
wrong twice today. Okay,
Why
nice.
is this the one CE that doesn't kill in that position?
Oh, 2Bs probably wouldn't kill.
You know what? Fair. I always forget that one too.
Yeah.
Oh. Surprised at not getting a punish off there. Nice. Into the K4 to kind of turn him around a little bit. take a good
Just whips,
turn.
but the punish keeps on going, and it hits Zephykai out of whatever he was doing there. Nice momentum here for Florida Man. Just getting a little knockdown, and one more hit, but the 3A is going to catch Zephykai out of his jump kick.
That was actually sick.
Nice jump over the 3A there, too.
He's actually like forcing Zeph to kind of react what he wanted to do for once.
Yep. Nice movement there, but greater movement from Zephykai, just keeping the movement going, getting that nice whiff punish. Oh, he catches him out of the soul charge attempts. Game 1 goes to Zephykai.
Yeah, you can't be mashing buttons there. That little face poker is like it's like a button check basically.
I know a lot more people know about this now because of Incendiate's tweet, but for that to actually eat the soul charge, there's only one frame during the soul charge startup where it will actually eat your meter. And that is on the 3rd frame startup.
Yeah. Which is wild. Like that's how it's programmed. So when you get your soul charge stuffed, it makes you even more mad now because it's basically frame perfect.
That's why Raphael's 6-6 like bleed into prep BB will eat the soul charge meter every single time because it's +7 into an I-10.
Like, there's not many odd frames in the game in the first place.
Yeah, there really isn't that many.
So we're taking our time here.
Yeah,
Florida
I guess,
Man definitely likes...
Florida Man is drinking some water, stretching his neck, cracking his knuckles.
Stretching that
like,
neck.
How am I gonna do this?
Well, I think he was doing fine. Maybe just a little bit more aggression because the times where he does take out his takes out his frustration out a little bit. He does a lot of damage and he's hitting Zeph with these mix-ups pretty well. Like he's not blocking him very much.
Yeah,
you need to take that. You need to take that risk sometimes.
I'm curious to see how Florida Man's gonna take that loss and change his gameplay in order to try and win this next one, because I do believe this is still first of 2, winner semifinals. So yeah.
I thought he was gonna do the thing.
All right, pick us some good music, Florida Man.
Appreciate the Match Marino codes, by the way. We only have 11 left, and we're at $110.69.
Nice.
I love it. All right. So, imagine being a person right now who loves video games, not playing Elden Ring, and just hating every social media platform all at once.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do have some friends that aren't playing Elden Ring. I just assume that they can't afford it right now, which makes me sad.
Or
I wish they could play it.
Or some people return the game after the first boss.
I saw a picture of that. It was Elden Ring used for like $57.99.
Yeah. I
I
don't know, man. The game's dope. I wouldn't change a damn thing about it.
People were doing that with Sekiro too.
Right.
Just returning it after like one day of like, okay, I suck.
I'm done. But we're fighting game players out here. We're ready for the hard games. Oh, the Facebook again.
Okay, the whipped AGI from Florida Man there is going to get punished. Okay, nice throw there. He's getting some Oki. Okay, chooses a Aura instead. Wants to get the extra damage. Oh, but looks like we're going to get some Scame Frips from my end, and Sifkai wins the round.
Yeah. Well, that command throw, the Aura is guaranteed.
That oh, it's weird. I've never seen that combo whiff before like that on hit. Nice duck. Okay, nice. Lethal hit the full crush to K, but the combo whiffs. This is probably the wall messing with the interaction. Back steps. Is it far enough? Yes, it is far enough. Florida Man's going to get a big punish here, but it's not going to be enough to kill. Maybe if he had TE'd, but it doesn't matter. He's going to get him with the head scratcher.
1K hold is so tricky to deal with.
Well, I know it's pretty good on block, right? Like, isn't it plus or at least 0?
Oh, nice.
Okay, ooh,
oh, no.
Tried to critical edge there, but it looks like the meter got 8 there.
Yeah, I think he meant to, like, he ducked it and then hit the button just a little bit too late. Oh,
would have been able to kill this. Okay, it looks like this combo's gonna kill. Now Florida Man's 2 rounds.
Autumn as he was landing on the ground, so that was actually full combo damage too.
Oh, that was a nice sidestep. Only Huang.
Good GI, good knowledge there.
Ooh, ducks into the launcher there. It's looking not great for Florida Man. Okay, no AGI attempts there by SlyTiger was pretty smart. Getting a little bit of more stain first, but Florida Man's gonna soul charge and get a nasty combo here. And a nice punish on the full crouch 3K. One of her, like, actually punishable moves.
He's going all in. It's going all in. Counter hit.
Oh, and nice counter hit there. He gets 2 lethal hits in a row. Florida Man gets a game. -9.
I've learned all I can.
Iron Will -9, bro.
That was sick.
Strong.
That was fucking sick.
Yeah, you're right. It
Becomes
looks
a real
like Florida
button.
Man got a little bit more aggressive in that game, and it went well for him.
No, that was just the end part. Like, going -9 Iron Will is like, I'm all in. We're gonna finish this because 4AA becomes automatically, like, really, really good because you get the lethal hit and everything. And then, right after you get your Oki option, because you're -9, you can go for the, I call it like the temple stomp, like where he stomps on the ground and does a big, like, talisman hit.
I think I know what you're talking about. Nice whip punish there. Not a whole lot of damage there, but nice block on the low as well. Getting a hell sweep. And a nice high horizontal there is going to put Florida Man in a great position. But the life lead is getting pretty close to being even here. And a nice throw there. Florida Man's going to take a round. Okay, yeah, no AGI there from SlyTiger is a smart play. Going for the 3A, but it gets blocked. Oh,
no,
tries to whiff
into
punish there, the kicks, but is going to get counter hit instead. Classic SoulCalibur. Alright, 1-1. Okay, nice little 2A poke there. Just backing up a little bit, trying to get this distance, but now we're going crazy. 4-man going into soul charge.
So, Florida Man goes red aura like 99% of the time because of the meter gain.
Yeah. I saw in game 1 he went with the green aura because maybe he felt like he had to be safer, but
still do green if he's about to lose. Because you get more talismans just based on, like, getting in guts and stuff like that.
Okay. Now SlyTiger 2 rounds now. Just needs one more to win this set. Florida Man thinking hard about what he's got to do here. Nice. There's going to be a ton of chip damage. Okay, nice whiff punish there. And a throw. He's able to get the throw game on SlyTiger. It's always really important. Okay, almost steps out that, but the follow-up with this move does get a counter hit. Looking really scary for... Yeah.
Not finishing the strings, being safe here. You're dead. You're dead, right? Almost.
Oh no, the block!
That was disgusting.
Oh,
that was so disgusting. So disgusting. That was so gross.
He's so good at this game.
I don't...
That was pretty sick, but that was disgusting.
Imagine just, like, blocking the low kick and having the reaction to actually punish it.
2K. Like, I get it. Run up 2K is good, especially Wong's. But to just know exactly, like, he's gonna run up low, boom CE, like, that felt scripted, like, right at the end. That's ridiculous.
Fuck. Wild. Alright. Well, that was some good shit from Florida Man, though. Really good playing. I like that. And good shit from Zephykai as well. So Zephykai advances, where we're going to see him in the winner's final side, where he's going to go up against Incendiate. And then on the loser side, we're still so Florida Man's going to go down losers, and he's going to have to fight Jimbinator. And then on the other side of that is going to be Pheromontress and Twice a Day. So I'm going to get those matches called up and started. Don't forget, again, the Matcherino is still up there. There's still a couple codes, 10 codes remaining. So if you haven't used them, please use up those Matcherino codes. Very much
yes, we're getting close to being done with them. 10 left. And there's over 100 people watching this. So I promise, there's 10 of you out there. Press the button.
Take long.
It doesn't take long at all. Also, again, !donate. You can donate to me to help keep these Parsec tournaments going. Because these aren't free. Well, free for the players, but not free for me. I have to put some money up to keep these going. But yeah, link to my PayPal, and you can see how I'm spending the funds every week on all of these tournaments. So a little bit of cash, just like $1 to $5 is fine, goes a long way, and I very much appreciate it.
Yeah, shoutouts to Chunk being an organizer that loves this game and supports it every single week. So help the man out.
Apparently, I don't play the game apparently, but I do love it.
Listen, you're here. You help us out every week, bro. So
I try, yes.
Somebody needs to give you kudos sometimes too.
Thank you.
So who we got next, sir?
We got Incendiate and Zephykai.
Battle of the Ages. I believe this was last week's kind of like grand finals ish.
I think it
was.
Well,
so.
But I think I had stopped watching early last week. So.
Yeah, I unfortunately went to bed because I even right now it's like 12:30 my time.
12:30. Yep.
But I didn't have to work today, so I wasn't exhausted.
Oh, nice. I'm on spring break myself, so I got a little break.
You're such a fetus, dude. My bad.
I mean, I've just been in school a while. I'm like 26.
No, I get you. I'm just, I don't know. Ever since I turned 30, I just feel like
so you went from making old jokes to making young person jokes now.
Yeah. I flipped. I've become boomer. I now have to hate all the kids on my lawn, you know what I mean? Get out of here.
You're only 30, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Kalmai's right, you're a boomer.
That doesn't even affect me at all. I hope you know that.
Because I don't have any other insults.
Yeah. Because you know they're wrong. There's not a good... Huh? What?
He just came in. I have to call you a boomer, I think. I miss
He can barely talk and just comes in just to say boomer.
Yeah.
Okay, boomer.
I mean, I still feel young, but I guess it's just me.
I don't know. I definitely have a lot of moments where I say to myself, either in my head or to other people, like back in my day. Because, dude, gaming's just changed a lot. But I think that's why I like fighting games a lot so much. They still have that old school feel or mentality of like making a good game first.
I'm gonna go all out.
Alright. Incendiate versus Zephykai, winners finals. It's gonna be a
These two have the maidens. Let's see who wins.
Okay, Lars and B. Okay, nice momentum here by Incendiate. And a throw, but it's
With everything right now.
Or get broken rather. Nice whip punish there by Incendiate with the 2-2B, getting a nice combo. This guy breaking the throw though. A nice punish there, minus 16. Oh, they both whipped each other.
Some really efficient out movement right now.
Nice 3 AK there by SCVI.
Ooh,
oh, but
with the counter hit.
It's gonna get a nice little combo here into some Oki. Oh, jumps over the throw, and that's gonna be a kill. Okay, the side throw attempt, but SCVI does break it. And another throw attempt, trying to get the throw mind games on SCVI, I think is a pretty smart in this player matchup.
Getting them to actually respect the kind of launchers as well.
2 in a row into a 2-2B CE combo. That's going to be game 1 for Incendiate. Taking it pretty convincingly, 3 rounds to 0.
I actually really love that mind game because he just like jammed the throw down SCVI's throat and then just kept doing launchers right after that. Like he knew there was a moment where he was like, okay, he's gonna make sure that he's gonna blow up every throw I do now, so I'm just gonna launch him. Like he had his number 100%. And we're going for the mirror match.
Winners finals X mirror. Let's go.
Been here, done that. So their colors match my scoreboard again. Let's go.
Nice.
So yeah, Incendiate is blue, Zeph's red.
Okay, nice counter hit there by SCVI going, okay. Whips the AGI there and you can get punished for 2-2B there. Oh, but so much evasion and movement here going on. I can't keep up with it all. But SCVI takes a round.
He just kept calling out GIs in the middle of like all of that. I can't believe she gets to make that many decisions in the middle of all of that.
Okay, nice GI there. Oh, that's going to be a ring out maybe? Not quite.
No.
Not quite, but there's a lot of damage. Especially Shangwa standards of damage. Nice round there for Incendiate. Going 1-1 so far in this game.
Oh my god, that's still hit!
Yeah, that was nuts. Okay, 2K by SCVI. Nice 3A there by Incendiate. And a full crouch 3K from SCVI. Just gonna get some nice damage in.
Still mashing buttons after your 2-2B.
Oh, that's gonna be a... No! Oh, but misses the block punish. That would have been so good for Incendiate. But unfortunately, he's going to lose this round, putting Zeph up to Incendiate's 1. Okay, 3-8. Oh, ducks the high kick, though. Getting a nice punish there. Soul charge for Incendiate. She's going to try and get something done here. SCVI whips. No punish from Incendiate, though. Oh, he finishes the string. Okay, nice punish there. Actually punishing that full crash 3K. Now, but SCVI does not care. He's going to go for more full crash 3Ks. It's going to be a lot of damage. Maybe the CE would have killed, but I think he wants to save it for the next round if he can, which he will be able to, closing it out with the 2-2B.
It's getting so intense. Run up throw to start it off here.
Oh, it was just barely still in the air from that kick whipping that Incendiate could not throw him. Oh, with the 2-2B though. Nice spacing by SCVI. Incendiate playing really slow. It's just like they just 2K each other like 3 times in a row. Like, what's going on here? Nice 2-2B. Oh, that's going to be a punish. Yeah, it's a whip into CE. We're going 1-1 here in winners finals.
I really like the
And neither of these players are from Maryland, so I don't know why they keep using 2K so much.
What?
It's a joke. I'm kidding. But Boom call it 2K, the Maryland 2K. So
I don't know. That's Zeph.
It's a 2K.
Zeph always uses 2K. That's
Yeah, he
actually
does.
like more his thing in general. It's just I think Incendiate like learned that from him and put it in his own playstyle. So now they're just doing it at each other, and it's actually amazing.
And being -4 really isn't that bad.
Chipping away at the ankles. Plus frames. Does nothing on each side. Are you kidding? Oh, there it is. Nice bait. Baited out the GI just to get the ring out there. Chip away more.
Mix up there, and a nice side step there by Incendiate. And get a punish in here. Gets caught by the Crybaby though. But the jump beast gonna hit Zephykai. Full crouch 3A. Or wall racing A rather. Oh, blocks the launcher there. No punish though. Oh, that's gonna be a round for Zephykai.
Just kidding.
This is so back and forth. Like it's extremely even.
Okay, block the 2-2B. Oh, Zeph going in for the taunts.
The confidence.
He's got this, yeah.
Oh, almost gets a conversion.
Yeah, Zephykai gonna make him work for it though. Incendiate's gonna make him work for it.
Incendiate is actually choosing to use Soul Charge instead of kind of mixing it in with the CEs. We're kind of getting the opposite of each side of that here. Oh, challenges the button.
And that's gonna be not it quite yet.
No launcher.
Oh,
again.
Oh, that's
my
a
God,
2-2B. Nice. That was what patience from Incendiate that really paid off. And his composure too. Able to just play so slowly with no life left.
Mashing.
Nice 2K.
Oh my God. They're basically using the same like 3 moves on each other. 2-2B.
I don't think this will kill. Because that was a 2-2B.
Okay.
And
the 2K. Of
yeah,
course.
it was really good. And Zeph could have killed him for that 2K too, like he did before man, but
yeah,
it's not
like
ready for
seriously.
Incendiate.
Like that's scary. Jump A. Let's go. Okay. Reversal edge actually working. Oh, get jumped. The knowledge. It's too good.
Oh, he's ducked. Is Zephykai taking another round?
Yeah, this is crazy too, because we've been seeing Zeph on Cassandra so much lately that you would think he'd be a little rusty. No, not even a little bit.
Yeah, Zeph, it's just like riding a bike for him. Doesn't matter which character he's playing that he's mains. You can probably do this with Sophidia too, and I haven't seen him play Sophie in a long time. Okay, nice block there. Good punish.
That punish. It's more of like a mix-up rather than a punish, but
yeah. The throw attempt is guaranteed.
key options.
Oh, just one more.
Still gotta worry.
Oh
my God, he didn't finish it.
The counter hit AAB is the counter hit combo. Pretty good for an I-10.
Definitely getting it done here. Shindig starting off with a throw again.
Okay, nice punish. The throw attempt, but Zephykai breaks it this time. Just stand up AA is the whip throw punish. Probably not what Incendiate wanted, but better than nothing.
Going for lows immediately. Chipping away at the ankles. There's a good mid. Nice counter hit. Here's Soul Charge to get him off him. Just 2K.
Oh, catches
Oh my
him.
god.
Counter hit out of the string finisher. I didn't even realize there was a 12 frame gap there. Is it only like 12 frames?
No, there's definitely more. On
Okay.
block. Maybe not so much on hit, but that was a huge knowledge check.
Yeah, I never thought about checking the frame gap there.
Yeah, that was gross.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
I guess you're not going for that move again. Wow.
Another block at least. I think that was the second time Incendiate's done it too, so Zephykai was probably ready.
Masters of the characters here.
Okay,
getting-
next throw. Good momentum
Incendiate.
here starting for Incendiate. Okay, good punish there for Zephykai. Full pressure case. Not safe on block.
I think it's really funny they're both willing to mash after 2-2B, which really hurts my soul. It really does.
Because that's what I was saying, like Blue God, you can I-10, but if it's I-12, the CE would have priority and beat it out anyways, if it is a 12 frame gap.
If you can use a regular I-12, you have to use the CE.
Yeah. So there's only a 12 frame gap there.
Dipping away at the ankles over and over again. One launcher or a good throw. Nice OP option.
Man, this is the final game of the set. We're getting real down to the wire here. Both players are a round up. Both have a bar meter. Nice 3A.
There's so much of that going on.
Yeah. Oh, and a clash. Okay, did not finish the string. Said he's gonna soul charge here. Trying to but they would punish the launcher.
Challenge.
Yep.
IA again. Oh, didn't believe. Oh, that was it.
That's another round for Incendia, putting him one round away from making it to grand finals on the winner side. Zephykai not going to make this easy at all, but okay. Nice punish
block.
there, blocking the low. Okay, the Crybaby, the 3A is going to get a little poke damage in there.
Making his way in. He smells blood in the water.
That's it! Incendiate wins the winner's finals 3-2.
Yeah, I'm basically dying like a pharaoh at the end too, because I think that it really was like definitely made a difference that Incendiate's willing to use Soul Charge to actually expend some meter, and I don't think Zeph will ever Soul Charge with Xianghua. It's just something I don't ever see him do. He'd rather just sit on the meter and just save it for CE motion opportunities.
CE is so strong that you would normally think compared to her soul charge, but that doesn't make her soul charge completely useless. There might be times where it is better to use soul charge. Even just to get yourself out of a bad situation.
I don't know how you feel about this, but I would assume in most mirror matchups, soul charging is very strong. Because you unlock so many different moves so that most characters don't have a completely garbage soul charge.
Depends on the mirror, because I don't think, for example, I don't think Talon has too much trouble dealing with her own soul charge.
But it gives you an opportunity to basically force the aggression, because I feel like in mirror matches, that's the hard part, is actually getting in damage a lot of the times. That matchup, it's a little bit different because Xianghua has evasiveness to get around her own stuff. But there's a lot of mirror matches that feel like you're hitting two brick walls against each other. And then Soul Charge just kind of stops that from happening. I know Soul Charge is not that good. I agree with Zeph that he's probably like, it's useless, I would never use it anyway. But I think Incendia was able to exert a little bit more pressure in those moments. It's the little things that add up, you know? So, is this twice a day?
Right? Yes, this is twice a day versus Jiminator.
Yeah, I saw them in bracket earlier.
Twice a day, really doing well this run, I think. I can't wait to see how it is for Shinbo right now.
Yeah, we don't see him very often. Taking a break from whatever he's been doing. Miss him a lot.
Yeah.
Love this Keelik play. Oh, didn't stay true to the block. Nice follow,
nice little RZB there, yeah, for sure. Getting a nice little combo there. Oh, GI on the tornado. Nice evasion there, just with the Monument 4 or Monument 2. Oh, just cancels into just going for it. This is nice for a Jiminator right now. That's 1A. Just gonna close it out right in the jewels. Alright. Jiminator getting some nice momentum here, but giving Twice a Day a little bit of space now. Okay, nice 6-6B there. Oh, and the second hit of this 4-4-8 is going to counter hit Jiminator. Blocks at that time. Oh, and that's going to be an impact counter there. Nice damage for Jiminator. It's going to be hard for Twice a Day to come back once he gets a 2-2B, but he's out of life now.
2 ain't got that range.
Yep.
That big range. It's kind of wild that a guy with a sword beats out a guy with a big stick. Oh, nice 2-2B, getting a lethal hit here.
This is big 2-2B hold lethal hit damage.
Oh my god.
Into 4-4K. Oh, this is going to be nice.
Bop.
Oh, yeah, I think that's guaranteed.
I think it's one of those things when you tech, you get hurt worse too.
It probably is.
Because he definitely did a tech animation before that happened. He took a lot of damage for it. That was a sick line of aggression for Twice a Day. Okay, 2HX, small pokes. Don't want to risk too much here. Just want to finish it out clean. Nice white with punish.
That's going to be some good damage here. Not close enough to get Oki off that CE though. No, we're raging so soon. Jimbo might be getting a little bit desperate here, but this throw is going to connect. I do believe it's unbreakable. Just one more Oki situation. Nice, just got him right out of the Heaven's Monument. But yeah, that combo was going to kill for Twice a Day, putting him 1 up.
I don't think it's... I mean, if it wins you the round in an unwinnable situation otherwise, spend it. Nice 4-4K to beat out the 2A option. Getting a heavy slash in early.
B2B is a nice little punish here. Twice a Day putting in some work. Now very plus on blocking the stance, and that's a plus 12. Not getting his guaranteed AA though, just a little bit late. Might be having a trouble with the online.
Was clean.
The AA is going to counter hit. Yeah, that was pretty clean at the end there. Nice run counter at the AA. Oh, that's going to be a launch for Jimbo.
Again. Oh. Just probably got his input eaten.
Oh, that time doesn't finish the string.
Nice.
Ooh,
hit him with the gourd! Hit him with the sauce!
Oh, the monument.
Nice monument.
Really nice monument. And with the soul attack, finish up.
Yeah, better be careful. This is where twice a
Oh,
day
you just did
wrecks
Dunk's
people.
pay.
Yeah, but he was almost dead. Like, twice a day really brought that back very quickly.
Okay, nice whip punish there for Geminator. Get those plus frames. Twice a day playing really solid here, just using simple buttons, just trying to get his momentum back against Geminator.
Nice block. Can't really do too much about it though.
Oh, the A plus B is just going to connect. Okay, nice block there, but Geminator does the cancel move, and it's going to hurt.
The throw is
It's
going to
hurt
finish
a
it out
lot.
anyway.
Yeah. Okay, that's going to eat Geminator's soul charge. This is a really good situation for Geminator here. He only has one more bar to work with.
Punished. Wild.
Okay, nice 3A counter hit there. Just giving Jimbo some space. Okay. Oh, tried to get the whip punish there, but it was not quite close enough. Okay. Twice a day goes for the soul charge. Goes for the big plus break attack.
Gotta hold that too.
I respect that A plus B there.
Goes for the
Oh,
throw
ducks
again,
the
gets
throw,
up.
but misses the punish. That would have been really good for Geminator. Oh, but that's going to be a wall combo, and this is it. Not even a wall combo, but woo.
A B plus K is for the memes, bro. He's really guessing a low there.
Okay, 2 1As, a BB.
We got full range available too, which means he might not use meter until he's getting a little bit lower, but he might not even need to use it. RI?
Oh, that RI. I almost soul charge there. I thought he was going to soul charge there too. Oh,
Ooh,
tech crouch is
big
under
damage.
the eye. Some really big damage here. Just a little
Rage.
bit more
Rage.
damage.
No way.
Oh, he did it!
No, somebody clip that.
He just-
Somebody clip that. Please clip that.
That taunt had to be a
Listen.
misinput.
Listen,
That
listen.
had to be.
All you need to do is, if Jimbo ever says anything about knowing this game, just send him this clip and just be like, "What are you talking about? What's this?" That was. Oh, what's that?
That was a great response from Twice a Day there. Seeing the taunt from Geminator, just running up and using your I-12 CE.
Did he mash Eason or something and got hit out of it? Like,
No, I didn't say counter hit. It was Jimbo was just taunting, and I think it was a misinput, but it just gave Twice a Day enough time to run up I-12.
Maybe. But you can still guard duck it, like, after the animation, right? Or does that not work if you're taunting? Are you kidding me?
Maybe,
There's no way. There's
you're
no way.
You're probably,
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying he had to have hit something right before. Like, it had to have happened.
Anybody have the confirm on the VOD if it was a counter hit? Or maybe Twice a Day was paying attention.
I don't think he was at the
Happy
beginning
Toki says he
of
mashed
the...
already.
I'm serious.
You know when
Go
the counter
back
hit?
to the VOD.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It was a counter hit. That makes sense.
Yeah, it was counter hit. Because I think you could cancel...
Thank you, Incendiate and Happy Toki.
He was pretty much halfway into that animation. That wasn't like the beginning of the taunt. I just thought he was mashing something because he didn't think he would run CE, right?
Yeah.
So he did an I-12, which is gonna beat anything really Harmaru does. So that was... Whew. That was great. I love that.
Alright, let's see. Zephikai. Versus Twice a Day and Loser's final here.
Let's do this.
So, Loser, this is getting paid no matter what.
Old camaraderie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, these
this
guys
is
used to be
the-
roommates.
This is the roommate matchup.
I think they both moved from the House of Caliber, though, if I remember correctly.
And they were roommates.
And they were roommates. Ooh, face poke. He's been trying to challenge people with that all day. Oh, there's the duck finally. Yeah, they're gonna be really defensive on each other. I bet they haven't played it in a little while.
Yeah, but I wonder how much the player-to-player matchup changes when you haven't been playing constantly. Because it's been probably developed to a point, but if they haven't been playing, then it probably wouldn't have evolved.
Personally, I think when somebody takes like an extended break, it kind of resets everything, and you almost have the advantage of the person who took the break because you're playing differently, right?
Yeah.
But this is Zeph we're talking about. Either way, like, it doesn't really matter those kind of factors. It's just if you could beat him, and he's gonna force you to really beat him. You're not really gonna catch him slipping. So he's doing those two pokes, and that's why he always does like run up 2K and things like that, is because he just wants to pop you up into a CE combo for death.
2K. Oh, but it was blocked. I caught it, but it was blocked. Oh, it could not block the stance low there. Does that tie up another round?
Launcher. Yeah, now he's back in his head. He tried. Oh, didn't get punished for it. Lucky. That actually wall splats? That's funny.
Just looking at Twitch chat right now, like, what have I started?
I don't know. It's Chunk's
I don't want to think. I don't want to think about it. Okay, that's gonna be game 1 for Zephikai.
I shouldn't have looked at chat. I made a mistake. Oh my god.
I think we know him, our favorite Dojin pairing to look up.
Oh my god.
To be honest, I respect it.
Oh, I just realized it is also Keelik versus Zhongguo, so...
Yeah. Oh, barely got the poke in there.
Okay, nice 3A there. Oh, Lars and B gets blocked with the AA. Oh, nice block on the Crybaby there, but Zepkai's gonna take her on anyways.
Oh my gosh. I think Zeph is kind of already there. Like, he's doing really slow, weird timings right now. Little pokes is all he needs to get in. One more launcher, and that's it.
This will punish. Nope.
Oh wow, really?
Safe on block though.
Yeah. Oh, didn't re-GI. That would have been a lot of damage for that.
Yeah. Zepkai was really watching his re-GI finger there and just not pressing it.
Okay. Just nothing's connecting for twice a day right now. I don't know what he's gonna do here. Yeah.
Got him on the wall too. This is gonna be big damage.
Yes, sir.
Oh, but gets caught by the Crybaby. And the 1B's gonna get block punish. Game 2 goes to Zephikai.
And I don't think that's this is losers finals still, right?
This is losers finals.
Okay, okay. Yeah. So we still got. Hey, we got more than one more. Okay. Twice a day could do this.
At least.
I believe in twice. Twice is nice.
Sorry, I'm eating ice
Twice
cream.
as nice. Eating your ice cream.
Yeah.
What kind is it?
Ramune.
What?
I'm eating ramune flavored ice cream, and it's delicious.
Eating ice cream for twice a day, whose boom
Like-
team is ice cream.
Exactly.
Is it made of ramen? I have so many questions now. I'm so sorry.
Do you not know what ramune is?
No.
Welcome to the stage
Okay, that
of
explains a lot.
history retold.
I live in the Midwest. Again. Please understand. I don't have things. I have
Kai's
the most
losing
big-
it right now. Ramen made ice cream.
I don't know, dude. I've seen ramen fix people's tables, okay?
True.
But fixing is what Twice a Day definitely needs to start doing here. I'm not too sure how he needs to start mixing it up, but being aggressive is probably a good start.
Yeah, we'll see how he manages to get a nice whip punish there. Nice counter hit too, the same move. And a ring out. There's that aggression.
Hey, you miss 100% of the chances you'll take, right? That's why you just go in. At some point, I think matching aggression with him is the best thing to do. Oh, that chest high wall. That wall is clearly knee height. You might have a chance.
Yeah, you might have a chance. But it's not toe height, so you don't know for sure. Okay, nice. Twice a day. Getting it with an AA there. And 2 rounds up on Zephykai is still alive. Twice as nice.
Are we gonna see the twice as nice?
This
Not
looks like
gonna ring
no,
out
not
here.
gonna be a ring out. Yeah, not gonna ring out. When I hold up, I was really open.
Okay, no counter hit, so.
Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, gets the full unblockable. Twice a day was really ready for it. Look at that damage. That is over half your life, sir.
Okay.
Almost had it.
Zeph making me lie. He will soul charge to get out of a ring out situation, it seems.
I would.
Yeah, it's smart. Oh, the 2-2B's gonna catch twice a day there. Twice does block the 2K, but oh, and the guy ducks under the R's and beat with the playful, the PXS stance.
Yeah, see, that's why commentators don't normally say the stance.
Yeah,
That
it's
is-
playful Zhao Shu or something like that.
That's an awful mouthful to say.
Yeah.
Just say the super tech crouch move, like. Bam.
Ow, that hurt.
What are these 2K checks? Like in the oddest places, but it always works.
S2A just pokes here from twice a day. And pokes from Zephykai too. Oh, going just whipping each other. Alright, this is twice a day's Hail Mary. What's he got?
Just
Oh,
another
this is
one.
no. What? That combos?
Yep.
I've never seen that before.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
And it
Still
doesn't.
not a kill. Oh, okay. That was a nice whiff punish. This running vertical there from
Today
Zephykai.
felt that
Makes it
season 2
2-0.
versus the in his balls right there. Yeah, Party Wolf is freaking out. He's like, that would have killed a year, like 2 years
Yeah.
ago.
I was thinking of the same thing. I was thinking of the same thing, but I wouldn't have said. I didn't want to say it.
Hey, Party Wolf, just to let you know, we've been on the same patch for over a year. It's been that bad. We're getting Mandela effect already.
What a year ago? At this point, wouldn't it have been longer than that?
Yeah. I think the last patch was like 3 months and a year ago, something like that. We got our last patch in like October, I thought, around there.
Just shortly after when Huang came out, right?
Wild.
Because they his CE damage twice.
Yeah, his Soul Shard CE. I know it got a hard nerf, like later or like mid-season 2, something like that.
I mean, it is the best die 12 Punisher in the game.
It's
It's better than Jung was normal.
It's because it air grabs.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's not even a grab. It's just a hit. He punches.
Yeah.
Page of history retold.
Yeah, I know it's like an unblockable attack. I just mean that it's interesting how you could use it in combos, and basically he has so many options to actually combo into it. Like, I can't believe you haven't seen that one.
I've never seen that one.
He has like 20 ways to get into CE.
For like being minus 12 or something.
Yeah. But we are up to our grand finals. It's going to be the run back of
It's going to get 2
Zephyr
chances here to close out the tournament. Well, SCVI, if he loses any one of these sets, or this set, or the grand finals reset, if he wins this one, will be walking home second place.
Play Rock in the Mirror.
Meanwhile, there are 7 codes remaining in the match Reno. 7 codes, chat.
Push the button. Click the link. Push button. Consume content. Boo-doo-doo. Do we see the Ivy? That'd be fun, right?
That would be
Wild.
fun.
Also, is
But I really don't think... I think we'll see Talon before Ivy, honestly.
No. Like, Ivy's definitely on deck for Incendiate for sure.
Is controller do the thing again, or are we just waiting? Not entirely sure. Well, while we are waiting, don't forget a couple things. Oh yeah, I forgot. This weekend, again, Boom is hosting a celebratory tournament in memoriam of the late Mick, I guess his birthday. So if you're interested in joining, you can look for some info on that. I believe it's open to everyone. So yeah. Okay, there we go. I think they're okay. We're going straight into the mirror.
I mean, you won the first time. Why change perfection? Honestly, I really like seeing these two play together. I don't really see 2 X players play the way that they do, because they're probably the most aggressive ones that we see. So it's nice to see the clash of their play styles.
When souls collide, chaos erupts.
You think you can keep up? This is my
Battle 1. Fight!
Oh, you still alive?
Oh, I'm here.
Oh.
We're still alive. The stage did not break the game again.
Oh no, I think Sly might not.
I'm here.
Possibly.
Oh, okay, there we go. Who's this? Whoa.
Yeah.
No, you're good.
Okay, yeah, we're going. Zephyr is going to have to make a bit of a comeback here in the first round.
And here he goes. Oh, okay.
Okay. Wow, that jump, are you kidding me? So in the last set, they didn't jump almost at all. I'm wondering if we're going to see a little bit more of that here.
Oh, okay. Nice movement there, making the 3B whiff.
Okay, catch him with the throw. Oh, just launch her into the run-up.
Just great momentum here for for Incendiate. Just needs one more, and the AGI is gonna do enough damage.
That was really good. Sydney had already taken a really solid lead over Zephykai here.
I can do this.
Oh, caught him, but just a trade. That's gonna be a lot of damage. Still gotta deal with the Oki. Just 2K twice. Oh, he did with the mid option. Get mixed up. Ooh.
Oh, game 1 goes to Incendiate.
Getting mixed up at the wall.
So fast.
That was sick. Oh, no punish. Didn't believe.
Man, Zephykai playing super patient here. The GI is gonna whiff, but only gets low kick as a punish.
Oh, nice. I like the step back there. I think Zeph is trying to play the defensive side of the matchup and not go too aggressive because, like, getting called out on like an auto GI, and it seems that I don't think he can actually out aggress Incendiate. He's doing weird spacings instead, and certain things on block that are just trying to throw him off a little bit. Oh my god. I can't believe he blocked that whole exchange. He's doing really well on the defensive side. Good catch on the step. Knew he was gonna mash. What is that button for? That's interesting.
Really great adaptations here from Zephykai. This is the high level caliber that I stay up till 1 AM to commentate.
No, yeah.
Okay, gotta eat the mix up here. Oh, a little bit too far away from the wall. Mash and wall options. He really wants it.
And Zephykai is really turning around the momentum in this game here. And closing out game 2, so now we're 1-1.
He actually got Incendiate to actually stop just pressing buttons. Which is kind of where he wants them, because now the mind games are going to be set up to where Zeph gets to control the matchup a little bit, and then until Incendiate like flips it in his favor somehow, like with a turn steal or just catching him on a really hard exchange or something. Like, the mind games are pretty deep right now, and it's kind of hard to explain exactly what's going on. Like, only they know, essentially.
Yeah, okay, nice full crouch 3B to start things off. Zephykai starting off with the momentum here. Incendiate whipping. I guess he's going for meter. Look at that meter bar just climb up as he's doing those cancels. Okay, nice whiff punish there. Oh, what a clash.
These trains.
Oh, does not stand up on the throw, but Incendiate does land a 2-2B there, and able to get the run counter. I guess Zephykai tried to backstep. Nice clash on the 2-2B. The follow-up didn't connect. That's interesting.
It's kind of wild that 2-2B has a good clash, too.
Yeah.
Because it only needs more things, right? Good launcher.
I'm surprised the second and third hit of the 2-2B didn't work, even though it kept going.
Run to 2K. Run to 2K. This is the game we're playing right now.
Oh, this is gonna kill. Or maybe, no. Yeah, I think this is just the right amount of life.
It better. Yeah.
Just kidding.
This is solid 3-0s back and forth. Is that how well we're doing this too? The matchup swings are whole matches.
Nice duck and full crouch 3B. Man, all three of these games so far have been really one-sided, one way than the other.
Tried to launch him again. Goodbye. Unscaled. Gonna finish this off. Go up 2-1.
Hasn't it been a 3-0 game to a 3-0 game to a 3-0 game?
Yes.
Yes.
That's wild. I love
Fucked
it.
up.
That's why I said the adaptations are match long and not like rounds. It's just straight matches now.
Alright, so if the pattern continues, SCVI should take this 3-0, but I think these games are gonna get a little closer.
Yeah. At this point, Syndade's kind of flexing the aggression at this.
Yeah. Oh, Duck's right under
what the
that
hell?
high. Gets the stance. Okay, lethal hit under the high.
Nice 2-2B.
Battle 2. Fight.
I can do
Oh.
this. I can do this. I can do this.
What are you doing? Can you do this? Are we ready? Unlock the protagonist energy. That's not gonna kill. Oh, I went over the chest.
I'm sorry, what were you saying? What were you saying? What were
It's
you saying?
impossible! He went over the chest high wall! It's never been done! Yeah, no.
He's running straight for the chest high wall.
Is this pre-patch SoulCalibur? Jump off and ring out from that far away? Okay. Went straight over the chest high wall. Oh, Facebook checking you! You ain't ready for these buttons. The nate's on fire right now.
Okay, that's another one for Incendia. Just one round away from winning this whole tournament, denying the reset for SCVI. But SCVI does have 2 bars of meter. Incendia working on 1. Okay, nice punish there for SCVI. Nice throw break from Incendia. Nice block. Ooh, but that was a great cancel. I love that series of events right there.
I'm surprised the low throw actually didn't catch there, but catching the advantage, losing your turn, it's okay.
Okay,
Creating some
2K.
space.
Another 2K from Zeph. Just an AA, just trying to play slow, but that's going to be a whiff punish. This will not be enough to kill.
But it's always the Oki. It's never just the CE.
Yeah. It's the OK.
Oki. There it is. You gotta guess? Xianghua saying it for Incendiate. No more games. I don't want to go into game number like another match. I just want to finish it right here and
If I
now.
was Incendiate, I would not want this to go to game 3 for sure.
Yeah.
Or game 4 rather.
Yeah. We got you.
Game 5 flat. Okay, it's getting really close. Oh, the 2K trades.
Except now it's launcher into death. Or
Oh,
death.
this is might kill? It does
It's
75
kinda-
damage.
Was it still a counter hit?
But you get the Oki.
Okay.
Oh, Incendiate does it! He is this week's grand champion of Wednesday night fights.
Weeks in a
Episode
row?
10.
That is 2 weeks in a row, beating
Never dropping a set.
the
We
demon.
have 2 codes left. We have 2 Matcherino codes left. Do them right now. Do them right now.
2 Matcherino codes before these guys get cashed out. Because Chunk does have the fastest payout in the West. Or-
Bang bang.
Uh,
Get that money.
Right, yeah. No, yeah, that is 2 weeks in a row. Incendiate has came and conquered and defeated the demon that is Zefukai. And it's scary because Zefukai definitely got stronger, which means that next week he's gonna come back even more strong. So again, I am terrified as usual. But that was some hype shit.
Well, I guess that does it for us tonight. As Chunk has mentioned multiple times, check out Boom's Twitter. for this exhibition for Mick's birthday. I know it's a really
Is it an
big
exhibition
thing.
or a tournament?
It is a tournament.
It's a
It's an open
tournament. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
open public tournament. Hosted on Netcode. Free and it's totally for fun. I don't think there's no entry fee, no prize money. It's just totally a for fun tournament.
Speaking of tournaments, make sure you check out the lists of tournaments that are going to be happening that do have SoulCalibur. Show up, go have fun, and go to your locals as well, because that's where it all starts from. And then really just keep playing SoulCalibur. This game's dope. I know there's a lot of games coming out that have really good netcode, but we get to play on Parsec here, so you're more than welcome to always enter the tournament and have some fun with everybody.
Yeah, there's a lot of good events always going on. Again, WNF is open. You can join us every week. New York has their online Caliber series that's going to be happening this weekend as well. Thank you. Perfect. See, Sabin's right here. He's got the link for it. He's ready to go. You can sign up for that. I think Mighty Mooks is happening on Friday, Sunday. There's literally Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's an event, I think, every day this weekend. So you can at least pick one to play in, or at least go watch. I'll try and watch most of them. It depends on how much Dark Souls I end up playing. Oh wait, no, I forgot I have to go get my new glasses set up. But anyway, so there's lots of that. I know Texas Showdown is happening the 22nd and 3rd of April, and the weekend after that, 29th and 30th, is April Annihilation. And I don't know. I'm assuming the list of titles at April Annihilation has been announced, or maybe it hasn't. I'm not sure. I'm assuming Caliber will be there because it's a big event and Biggie's pretty good to us. I'm just gonna go with that one. But April Annihilation happening at the end of April. Combo Breaker happening Memorial Day weekend at the end of May.
There's a big pop bonus at April Annihilation. So.
Oh yeah, thanks to Team Deus. And I think there was another.
Oh yeah, hey,
for that.
My Twitter is 90% Hololive fan art, so yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Anyway, so big shouts out to fucking Team Deus for throwing some money around, and helping support and keep this shit going. So yeah, if you're not going to April Annihilation, you're gonna be missing out. So we got that going. CEO's happening in the summer. And then there's other stuff happening this summer, but I think you know about that anyway. So, I think that's it for tonight. Sorry.
GG's everybody.
Yeah, GG's everyone. I think there's still one code left.
Is there?
Be the hero.
There's one more.
And claim the code.
There's somebody out there watching, waiting.
Alright, anyway, GG's and congratulations to Incendiate for another win at Wednesday Night Fights. Good showing, as always, again, from Zefukai, and good job to Twice a Day for taking third. Really good to see him out again and doing really, really well. Thank you, everyone who came out and joined and played in the tournament today. Very much appreciate it. Big shout out and thank you to my commentators, Necromaster, SlyTiger, BeanieThuggish, and Nimo for helping me out.
He got the code.
Wait,
of course, no problem.
There we go. Yeah, it was right. Does Rhaegar got it? Rhaegar? Yeah, he got it. Yeah, let's go. All the codes have been used. Thank you so much. Thank you to my chat for being out here watching and using all those Matcherino codes and helping support our players. They very much appreciate it. I very much appreciate it. We all very much appreciate it. As always, I'll be here next week for the next episode. If you're interested, you can also donate to help me keep these tournaments going. Don't need much, but a couple of dollars here and there always helps. What is that noise? But anyway, thank you all so much. I need to figure out who the hell I'm rating, because I don't know who else is streaming. I know the fish is always up, but it depends who else. I'll send you the fish. I haven't sent you the fish in a while, so you guys are gonna have to deal with that. All right, so I'm gonna send you over there. You can join in and play some games with him, or you can just go to bed, whichever one you want. So I'll be here again next week. Yeah, you can go play Elden Ring. There you go. Yeah, I'll be here again next week. Episode 11. I had to think. Yeah, episode 11 for more SoulCalibur 6. If you want to join in the tournament, make sure to follow me at Bigpapachunk on Twitter or the NorCalibur Twitter, and pay attention Mondays when the bracket link usually comes out. If it's not out on Monday, it's usually out by Tuesday, but just follow that and eventually you'll notice for it and you can sign up. And you can join in on the fun and possibly win a shot at that bracket if you can beat Incendiate or SCVI and get through like Jimbo Nader and Florida Man, or possibly like Ramon, or like any of the fantastic players that come through here. But it's a good experience regardless. So, all right, I'm gonna start the raid. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful night. Play SoulCalibur. Get your friends to do it, and then yeah, stay safe, be kind, spread love, and yeah. All right, thank you.
See you, kids.
See you, kids. Fuck yeah.
Don't do drugs.
No.
Fucking, oh, I'm 30. I'm gonna make old man jokes.
No, do them.